beat Ohio State. I swear I'm looking at film until.
And like that, this is the To Be Fair show. We are here with the guys. Again, we going 2 for 2. Last week, Real had to check some boxes. Real like what's his name? That's Craig, right? Only guy that got to check boxes on his day off. Craig got fired. Real, he here with us. But no, Johnny, he can't be here. He had to check some boxes as well. Where he he'll be back on Wednesday. He'll be back next Sunday. But with that said, I don't know everything that he be saying, so I'm gonna just toss it to Real.
Toss it to me to say what?
Introduce yourself.
What up? What up? Old head Real. I don't know. I guess slight host of Who You Talking To Saturdays. And I'm just one of the cool guys that pull up on the couch on Sundays, man.
Okay. In the Carmel faux leather chairs. But yeah, nonetheless, like, comment, subscribe. I think that's what he do at the beginning.
Facebook, Instagram,
TikTok, and Threads. Yeah. We back. And so, yeah, nonetheless, what is the To Be Fair show without leading off with the Tubies? Tubies is OTW. Listen, if you listen to Unpack, we ran down a lot of the nominees for some of these important categories, audience participation based categories. We talking about call in of the year. We talking about chatter of the year. I think that's going to be probably our most highly debated, competitive categories. And listen, it's not too late. If you want to get off a couple fire takes in that chat, you want to get off just a couple fire takes on the call in, we'll give y'all the opportunity. We like some late what do they call it? Dark horses. I think that's what they call it. Like when you come in late. But again, we will be doing our first live show coming. Again, date TBA. Hit a speed bump, but we keep it rolling, baby. And with that said,
what did Johnny call it last week? The award show nobody asked for, but
everybody deserves. I love it. So nonetheless, make sure that y'all stay tapped in. We'll announce the official date coming soon, but just want to make sure that y'all are abreast of it. There's 2 of them. Again, it's still up for grabs. Make sure that y'all hop in this chat and talk to us. Real.
I thought we was gonna dive right into what's your boy name?
Sherron.
Yeah.
I was trying to give you he to hype us up a little bit.
Come on, we're gonna be turned though. I ain't gonna lie. We're gonna be turned. We're gonna have a DJ.
Yeah.
We're gonna have some the tunes playing, you know what I mean?
We're gonna have the twerkers.
Hey, he said that fact.
Okay. No twerkers. No twerkers.
They say your boy what's it, Jerome? What's his name?
Yeah, let me ask you this.
He was flying out.
Is it degenerate if they twerk in a full skirt?
No, that's not degenerate.
It's not degenerate.
That's not degenerate. No. That's just having a good time.
So twerking in itself isn't degenerate, would you say?
No. I'm not gonna say twerking in itself. It's just degenerate.
Oh, okay.
It's a time and a place for everything, though.
For everything. Trying to set you up there.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't know. I just thought
he was trying to set
because
you up.
It reminded me of a conversation we was having on Unpack, where I'll pose this to y'all really quickly, and then we're gonna get into Sherron because he flew out some OnlyFans girls to Michigan, and we'll get back to that.
Yeah.
But what would y'all say? So Shorty got 2 bodies, but she got an OnlyFans. Or
she got a body through OnlyFans.
I don't know what that means.
So she was
like
using
she was,
OnlyFans to market her institution.
Well, I don't think OnlyFans be working like that. Typically, they'll like do like they'll have sex on camera and then they'll sell that to people.
Oh, okay.
It's not like that's like Backpage. What you talking?
Oh, okay.
About?
I would.
Yeah. Yeah. I think OnlyFans is like mainly just like the videos, but so she has 2 bodies. She got the OnlyFans, right? 15. Let's go 30 bodies.
Yeah.
But she ain't got no social imprint.
So nobody knows.
Nobody knows anything.
That's a tough one. Tone, you go first.
Hold on. Repeat that. I was working here at the same time. You said, repeat that one more time.
2 bodies, but she got the OnlyFans, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go 35 bodies, but no social imprint.
I think I gotta go with
bodies
the 30.
on the OnlyFans at 35.
I think I gotta go with
no
the 30.
social imprint.
Yeah, they both the same age, same whatever.
Now you talking about wife and her?
Sure.
Dang, I got to make a decision between that. I was just talking about this last week, bro. I wouldn't.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go with the 30 just because like you ain't got to work. Y'all have kids. The kids going back and seeing the video, or you know what I mean. Your homeboy just
we gonna have
pulling
to,
up
we
your
gonna
old
have to
lady.
move somewhere she ain't stayed though.
30 bodies in Charlotte ain't gonna. We got the population is large enough.
Depends.
It's dense enough.
You talking about 30 overall? Just overall?
Overall, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I think the 30. I'm gonna take the 30.
Cool little 30.
Yeah. Okay. I gotta go with the 30 piece.
That's all right. That's like on some Steph Curry shit. Who be? Oh, that's Shea. SGA. He give out 30 pieces now. Okay. All right. So nonetheless, just wanted to bring that up. Get the guys POV. We're gonna have a fun unpack coming up this Wednesday. Yeah. But saying all that to say, I guess we can get into maybe someone might say delinquency. What was the word? Not debauchery.
No, it was degenerate
behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Sherron Moore, I kind of just caught up on it today, but he was the head football coach over at Michigan, and he is now unemployed and in jail.
It's a hell of a turn.
Yeah, and it happened in like a day. He became unemployed and he's in jail. Tone, if you could you pull up and play that the meme right there? I'm allow, I think his name is Ocho, something like that, to kind of start us off.
The most breaking news in all the sports. Michigan fired head football coach Sherron Moore. This Sherron Moore.
Oh, man, Coach Harbaugh, fucking love you, man. Love the shit out of you, man. Did this for you. For this university.
So Sherron Moore took over for Jim Harbaugh in the 2023 season for a couple games. Michigan goes on to win the national championship, and Sherron Moore becomes the head coach. Sherron Moore has a wife and 3 young daughters. Well, I think he still has a wife. He allegedly cheated on his wife with the Michigan staff for a paid shiver. I'm not exactly sure, but the allegations are wild. She was promoted to executive assistant after that 2023 season, executive assistant to the head coach. But just read some of these accusations, people. Sources believe the affair ultimately resulted in a pregnancy by which he paid for an abortion. Sherron Moore took over for Jim Harbaugh, and what people don't realize, when Harbaugh went to the NFL, he put in his contract that Sherron Moore had to become the next head coach, of which he was, until, well, this happened. Bad situation for everybody. Yikes. Oh my gosh, we got the most breaking news in all the sports.
So something he did fail to mention, primarily probably because he suffers from the same affliction. These were both Caucasian ladies. The one that he
where's Johnny at when you need him?
Right. With Johnny. So his wife is a Caucasian lady. The lady, I forget her name, but she's also the one that his executive assistant.
The Shiver lady.
Shiver. Yeah, she is also a Caucasian. And I guess I'll start it off by asking, what do you think the value of a gallon of milk is?
I don't know how to answer that question. Yeah, that was. I mean, it ain't worth your whole family. I can tell you that.
It ain't worth.
It ain't worth losing your family. I can tell you that now. That's definitely.
Was that like cream cheese right there?
No, I don't know what kind of dairy product you gonna put on that one, but yeah, that's a dark one because then you done lost the crib. You know what I mean? You gotta think about it. You lost your job. Damn, and you lost your job.
50 million.
Now you done lost the crib. You definitely lost the crib.
Crashed out. On top of that,
might have lost your family.
Might
have lost your family and wife, and you lost your side piece.
He lost the side piece because he acted like he was gonna kill her, right?
No, I don't know if he was gonna kill her, but she had already crashed out before then. Like he got fired because of her.
Oh. So what did she do to get him? How exactly did she do? Do we know?
I guess like she gave them all the because all right. So they had already been in an investigation from the university, and this was for the inappropriate relationship XYZ, and they both denied it. So Michigan couldn't do anything. She just pretty much dumped off the receipts to the office, and it was like, well, that'll be it. And they fired him. And I guess prior to that, maybe he had been like acting aggressive in the sense of I don't know what he was trying to. All I can say is that they said that he had been hitting her up a lot and she stopped responding.
Oh, that's where the stalking comes into play.
Probably.
They said one of the charges that he was on was stalking.
Okay, so yes, that's likely where that part comes.
That box had him toe up, boy. Dang.
You
crashing
out. So he lost his wife, he lost his side piece, and he likely lost his freedom.
No, he did lose his freedom.
Like, yeah.
I think he got a bail, but
yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, the bail should have been too steep.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
You can't do what white people do, bro.
Like, that's what you got out of. I think one of the things,
but that's definitely a theme. I'll run down y'all some of the questions that I have, and it could probably steer us in the conversation just a little bit. But don't forget what you was about to go to. So these are just some of the thoughts that I had as I was looking at it. Work wife, work husband, these work relationships. Is the juice worth the squeeze? Right? No, I just asked y'all what the price of a gallon of milk was. I got that. Cheating on a white woman as a black man. Is that risky business?
Oh,
Dick discipline. Should all men cheat? I know we say all men cheat or whatever that whole little thing is. Kevin Samuels talked a lot about the high value man and exercising options.
You can't give us all of these at the same time.
I know. I'm just running these down.
Okay.
And then we can start it
down. Okay. I'm
just giving y'all like a framing of the conversation.
I see.
To see what we're going to travel to. Like the high value man. Do successful men also get in trouble cheating? It's a lot in here. Dick, I said that one also. All right, so so nonetheless, you was about to say something, then we can start walking.
Oh no, it was good. You was gonna get there with the whole work wife thing. So yeah, okay, it's just gonna be in your questions.
All right, so nonetheless, I think that the first thing that this brings up would be or a thing, I don't know if this is the first thing, would be just that concept of the work wife or the work husband that we hear kind of run around, and having a bit of a conversation around the idea of also inappropriate relationships, what we say inside the workplace. Have any of y'all engaged in co-worker, consensual activities? There we go.
Man,
I'm trying to stay safe. Listen. Maybe you'd have been married since 18 or 17 or something like that. You had a child birth. What is it? The range child marriages. So we could exclude out of this. It's a joke, but like you've been married since 20. So like if you haven't had this experience, but me and Tone can talk a little.
Well, I've definitely seen it. Working in the banking industry.
Yeah,
it's a very heavily female populated area. And what you find is like, especially what I've found is that I don't know if you just disagree on this, but like women love like that the authoritative positions for a man. Like they have that position. Women like that. You know what I mean?
They love authoritative
like at the job,
for a man.
The manager. What I'm saying is like the manager, or even in the military. I noticed it in the military too. Like if you're a private as a female, you like the E5 sergeant. You know what I mean? Because
you're talking about the person in power,
right? That relationship dynamic is always there. And that's
of course,
thing. Yeah. And so y'all gotta stay away from it, bro. Like, and I'm glad to be out of that sector because in that building, like it's just a lot. It's a lot. You know what I mean? And so I can only imagine like you going through when your relationship. You know what I mean? You going through it in your relationship. You go in there to the job. You know what I mean?
You being led right into temptation.
You know, hey, it's you know what I mean? Y'all both putting on the front. You've been showing your best self at work. She's showing her best self. You know what I mean? That shit happens all the time. Okay. It happens all the time. And it's one of those things that like, yeah, bro, your old lady in that office with all of them dudes in there making all that money. Mm-hmm. And you know what I mean? She dressing all nice, going to work in the office with all them dudes in there. Mm-hmm. Hey, that's just part of it. Like she got a work husband, bro.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 8 times out of 10.
Okay.
It's a nigga in there that they do the little casual flirt. I ain't saying she getting dropped off, but I'm saying the casual flirting thing happens. Mm-hmm. This is not outside the norm. They say them niggas in the Amazon factory be dropping off. Niggas be in there smacking the old lady on the butt and everything in the warehouse jobs. From what
just
I
in
hear.
the where? Why you specify?
No, because that like I've seen videos. I've seen the footage.
Notorious. I don't know if you ever worked in a warehouse, but warehouse
well, I mean, warehouse.
What stuff happened?
Nurse,
call center. Mm-hmm. Schools, like none of these places are like exempt of this.
Yeah, but I think you also did a lot more low-hanging fruit behaviors in the warehouse.
I think that teachers fuck each other, bro.
I'm not saying that they don't.
They habitually
definitely be doing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like bankers, they feel like people just be fucking when you have multi-sex. People. I said multi-sex.
Both ethnicity. I mean, I'm sorry, both genders.
Yeah. Working inside the same space.
Oh yeah, restaurants. LTO said restaurants.
Oh yeah, restaurants as well. Yeah,
sure, restaurants.
The cooks gotta pop the waitress. Come on now.
We all work the camera.
It's like being a cheerleader and a hooper or something, like a football player.
Oh yeah.
You got to be a quarterback and a cheerleader.
But you got to stay away from those Jones, bro. It's just too easy to. You know what I mean?
Which ones? Which those Jones?
Dang, that's crazy. Because I mean, you banking. That's a great. You know what I mean? Sector to.
Well, I think that if you're not inside specifically a gender specific workspace, like this will present itself with 100%. Like 80%, 90% of people in general. I think maybe with women, like the gynecologist office or something like that is fairly women based. Well, guys, if you work inside construction, that's fairly male based, but everything else is a hodgepodge.
Yeah, it's tough.
You gotta trust your old lady. Man. Or old man, or like, you know what I mean? Like if you're a woman.
Yeah, it's tough.
Are y'all, this is random, but are you comfortable with the male gynecologist, like your woman having a male gynecologist?
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to see
if yeah. No, to be honest, my wife just had a male gynecologist. Because like she went through the whole little thing, and with the miscarriage, and he specified in that he requested to have us on, and like he kind of gave the story of like how he got so interested inside specifically like the whole
my bad.
What?
No, I'm just thinking like how he got interested in vaginas. He probably was
not vaginas. I'm talking about like so like his intention was
go ahead.
Like his wife had a miscarriage, so like him and becoming interested in what caused, like in itself is like a dark science. So a lot of within miscarriages, they don't necessarily know unless the blood work comes back saying a specific thing. And so like with him, he'll take on a lot of women that still want to give birth, but they have had like miscarriages and things like that. And so he gave that story because his wife had like 2 or something like that. And that was kind of like the whole little thing. But yeah, so like she went every what, 2 weeks during the pregnancy. Yeah.
Just to make sure everything.
I was just curious. My girl actually told me, she was like, she don't want no woman gynecologist. I understand it too, because it's like I don't necessarily like. I had to reverse the position. I would like rather a woman touch me for different things, depending on what it is. Like,
I can see that.
Like if I got to go
medical, I don't understand.
Okay, if I have to get something medically done and somebody's going to have to touch me, a doctor's going to have to touch me, I would rather it be a woman. Like, if that makes sense. I would prefer that.
So you still like sexualizing the job.
I don't think it's sexualized. Yeah,
this is still kind of sexualizing.
I don't want to be touched by no man.
No, I get it. I remember, bro, when I was in the, bro, I don't even know. We're gonna relive that.
That sounds crazy. You should probably explain it out. That was crazy. That sounds like something you probably want to finish this.
Okay, so
that could go anywhere.
When I was going to the military, right? So we had to go to MIPS, and they had to do all
What's
kind
NIPS mean? I don't know what that means.
I don't even know what the acronym means. But it's pretty much where you go in before you actually get on the van and go to the airport and all that stuff.
Okay.
It's where you swear in. So you sign and swear in, where you give your blood and they do like your little checking your, check your body, make sure you ain't got no lumps or nothing. They check your butthole to make sure you don't got no hernia.
Oh, okay.
Then they, the whole
they had to put their finger
and all that. No, ain't none of that. Ain't nobody do that part. You got to spread your cheeks though.
So
which was like,
did he lift your sack?
No, he didn't touch me at all, bro.
Oh, you lifted your sack for him.
Hey.
Man, come on, bro.
Wait, I was trying to understand what you.
This is why I didn't want to tell the story to begin with, because I already knew this was gonna go left.
No, I was just asking.
Like, you had to go and do all of that, yeah. So it was just I could see what you saying, like you would rather it be a woman, but at the same time, that is sexualizing the,
I don't
the
think
job.
It's sexualizing. I'm saying I didn't had both, but I would prefer it be a woman. Like I don't really want a man touching me. Like it's some women who say they don't want a woman touching them, or they don't want a man touching. Like this, people got preferences, bro.
So I have a question. Do y'all think that certain jobs should be like should have like
gender restrictions?
Yeah.
Like what would be an example of this?
So this was a funny one, right? So me and Old Head, we go to North Lake from time to time. Okay. And I've been seeing that there's like a crazy influx of the security guards being like really like delicate looking women.
Okay.
And we were in Chipotle earlier, and two girls walked in. They looked like they not too fresh out of high school. They looked fairly young, probably about 100 pounds.
Okay.
And I'm sitting there like, if some shit pop off, what is you securing?
Oh, both of those women were security.
They both had on their security uniforms and shit too. And I'm just like, you ain't securing shit. If something pop off, most thing you gonna get is some footage.
Okay. And so, like, what I'm saying is like in situations like that, if something was to pop, like what I was like, man, that's crazy. They have got these little girls in here doing this job that they are completely incapable of doing. Okay. So I guess there is a couple of things that I would want to. I think will be important depending on what they're doing. Mm-hmm. Like if they're armed or not.
They're not
because if you got a gun, that shit don't really. And then what is the requirement for mall security? Do we look for mall security to break up fights and stop people?
I would assume so, yes. You would. Who else is going to break the fight up? I would assume mall security would break the fight up if it did happen.
I don't know mall security to ever be breaking up fights. Do you remember fights being broke up by?
What I'm saying is,
maybe that might. Well, I'm asking you, like, do you know like the times when mall security was breaking up fights?
I feel like when we were younger, they was breaking up fights. When we were younger at Eastland Mall, they was breaking up fights.
At least trying.
You know what I mean? What? That's a part of security. Hold on, what the fuck are you securing if you can't even break up a fight? Well, you ain't securing nothing.
But all right, so. Again, I guess
a mascot.
I understand on your head what you're saying. I think that to me, like the biggest thing would just depend on like what version of security they're doing. Like if they're supposed to be like loss prevention and some shit like that, or if they're armed, like whether it's like mace, taser, XYZ. I think they're going to do the same thing that most people are going to do. But I also think that most men and women aren't people that's going to break up a fight. Most of them that you see working security, if they don't actually have like the physical capabilities that look imposing, being either physically trained as like a brolic guy inside some version of like the hand arts, or like you're a tall, bigger guy. I think most of these people stand out the way in general.
Okay, but so are we saying that okay, so we don't need the fat dude that can't even chase down, and so I ain't mad that some dudes don't qualify either. We can do that too.
Here's my thing. How are we like? I don't know a bunch of people to like break up fights outside of when people are inside like the schoolyard and shit like that.
Like at club security.
But I think club security is his own thing. Club security, you should not be like that version of a woman. Store. But mall and shit like that, I think that really, if you got the strong mace, you clearing shit out no matter what.
LTO said they don't make them chase people that steal anymore.
Yeah, they can't do that either.
Yeah, they can't.
They shouldn't be chasing people.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, what's the actual job description of security now? I don't think that there's a lot of like physical, you got to do shit as much as you're just monitoring faces.
So they're just mascots. So essentially, they're
you could probably sue.
Well, they probably deter some people from stealing. Like the fact some people, everybody don't.
Oh yeah, but most of that is just based off of like them, you being able to see them person.
Yeah, I guess that's more what is an optic thing. It's just more of an optic job.
Because it would be a lot more people stealing if it wasn't the optics at all.
Yeah.
If they knew
they mad like niggas that I know can't really run fast.
I was about to say, but if you a fat dude or a big woman, and I'm gonna take this, and the only thing I got to do is beat you out the door.
Yeah,
hey, I'm still good.
But I think most people that have that ideology. Again, like you got to be super security guard if you about to like bust ass to chase a nigga for like what? Because you just really be chasing them from maybe close to the register to the door or some shit like that. And if you trying to make like the tackle on that shit, they kind of be wild.
Okay, we ain't got.
You disagree?
No,
so like I don't know. You got to give me like the examples of like the super security guards.
No. I was just disagreeing.
This isn't with like the woman.
It's not nothing important.
Yeah, all right, so I guess what I'm saying is that right now you can have in your hand an item. Only time they're going to suspect you of stealing is as soon as you pass the registers and shit like that.
No, like the little detector drone go off or something like that.
Oh yeah, something like that. But then even with that, that's like 20 feet that you're going. That's about it.
Like the joint with the
like you wouldn't really be running from like the back of the store to the front of the store, ever stealing something, unless like it'd be just the dumbest way to do it. Because if they like right now they can't chase you. Like if you make it outside of Target, they just can't chase you because of lawsuits and shit like that. You should just have it, whether it's in a buggy or whatever. And you see that a lot also. Is that like they'll like stand in front of a person that has the buggy because they just got the buggy and they just walking out with it. Yeah. It's like I
think it's still in the same like with the overweight police officer dude. We definitely don't want we're not because you said if he got a gun in it. No. We don't want you to use your gun because I'm running. You got to be able to catch somebody.
Yeah.
Well, you just moved it to police officer.
No, I mean even what we said today that security guards don't chase after people from stealing things anymore. So,
that's what I'm saying. Like, what do the security guards be doing outside?
Yeah, we just agree. I mean, I guess it's just optics. That's why you can put the young like 100-pound girl in there because it's just to be seen. We just look like we're doing.
And it has some like bare space.
We got all the way from Sherron.
Oh, okay, my bad. Now go ahead. Well, you had there was some questions.
Yeah, we had some questions on there. We got all the way from what?
Nah, we definitely did.
Yeah,
like we discussed like 5 topics real quick.
What LTO and Unc talking about as I get back to it?
Well, Unc was saying it's all at all jobs people cheat. People just love cheating. That's it.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah, and LTO has said they don't make them chase people that steal anymore.
Oh yeah. All right. And what did she say at the top? I couldn't read that.
Do it, just don't let me find out, and don't do it in our town. Basically, don't make me look stupid.
Oh, okay, she got her high value.
I was gonna go there. I was trying to save that comment until we got to that part of the conversation.
Got back over there. Yeah.
Okay. So nonetheless, Tone, have you indulged in workplace? Yeah, in your younger days, have you ever dated or talked to anybody?
I'm in a relationship right now with somebody who I started off in a workplace relationship with, so it works out. Like we started out talking at work, and then now we in a relationship, and we've been together for like it's going on 6 years. So
at the bank, they didn't even they did not like say, it was okay for you to have a relationship with someone you work with as long as they weren't your superior.
Yeah, that's the general like consensus of it. But then you have people that have like the idea, quote unquote, don't eat where you shit and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
But as long as they're not in a position of power, then
I've definitely made the mistakes of where it's affected my work. Like,
okay, like, so you didn't date the manager before though?
No, not the manager. Like
CEO.
No, I haven't dated the manager or the CEO. I wouldn't say a word if that was the case. You know, you taking advantage of that. They ain't dated in that.
You're gonna get that 75% raise.
Yeah, I wouldn't say a word, bro. Wouldn't nobody even know. Wouldn't nobody know. Yeah, that's where they be messing up at though. They had these, like, this dude had this relationship. I hate that he did this. Like, you shouldn't cheat on your wife, but let's just be real here.
Okay.
How many football coaches probably do the same thing? Like, how many people are doing this same thing in all across the board, like in all type of businesses? And this man just lost his job. Where he messed up at was he crashed out. He shouldn't have crashed out. He should have just doggone, like, took the punishment, bro. Go get a hotel room. Let your wife be mad. She got the right to be mad. Shut up about it, because you made her look stupid. Like, because this, like LTO said, a lot of women feel that way. Do it, just don't let me find out, and don't do it in our town. Don't make me look stupid. A lot of people feel that way about, like, they really don't like being made to look stupid. That's what people get so mad about when it comes to cheating a lot of the times. Like, so in a situation like this, it's like, you did this. She went and told on you. And then on top of that, you went and crashed out at her house.
Yeah, he probably he might have made the marriage.
He made it worse.
Yeah, the marriage probably over. You done went way too far.
He made it worse. He would have had some people who would have caped for him probably if he wouldn't have crashed out at the girl or whatever. Like, he would have had some people. He might have had some people.
Well, he could have still had a career.
Yeah, he could have.
Like, we just seen Ime Udoka. He's made it back from the scandal. He's coaching KD right now. Like, he's doing all right. You know what I mean?
About great.
Did he lose his job initially?
Yeah.
Okay.
He got fired from Boston.
He took verified what the girl
because he was cheating with it was somebody that was higher ups old lady, wasn't it?
It might have been his old lady. I know it was a higher up.
Okay, yeah.
In general, so.
And I was saying at first, like, before the shows had started, I had started to say that, you know, you can't, like, black people can't do what white people do. But it wasn't just that. It wasn't just that he can't do what white people do. He probably could have got away with it. He had to be, like, just some of the signs that I'm seeing here, just with the stuff that he did. The fact he crashed out, and then the girl was saying that, like, pretty much, I guess she was saying he was crazy, kind of, or she was making allegations towards him.
I know that their relationship lasted for about a year, and in the past few months, or maybe it's like past month or so, she stopped responding, and he kept blowing her up or something like that. I can't say that she said that he was like anything past that.
I ain't gonna front. This kind of sound like a setup.
I ain't rolling with that.
You don't think so?
Nah,
I think that was kind of a stretch, bro.
I mean, he had to go for the temptation, but it sounded like somebody doggone, like,
you. I don't understand where the setup part.
Like where somebody would want that position, want the position he's in, and it was given to him by a coach that was leaving. Like,
but what is she come into play at?
Yeah, plant. Like if I had to get somebody and I don't want it to come back to me, I don't know. Then she, I don't know what happened. Why did she say she disappeared?
She never disappeared,
or she stopped talking to him.
Probably had leverage to stop fucking with him.
Or maybe it was the abortion thing. Could have been.
Well, yeah, he got the abortion. Yeah, and that's like to be like
okay. So she had. Yeah,
I'm about to say, like, if you can make a woman,
that's right,
sleep with a guy and get the abortion.
No, I was forgetting about that part. I was forgetting about that part.
Yeah. Like, to me, it seemed like they was, you know, I just, there's no reason for me to think that it was a setup primarily because of.
Nah, I forgot about that whole portion of he got her pregnant and she had she didn't just come and tell.
Do y'all think it makes sense that as a married man for you to have a assistant, your assistant that works directly under you, and that's going to be, you know what I mean? Y'all are going to spend a lot of time talking, and, you know, like I said, that the superior or the authoritative position that you're in, that you would have an attractive woman as your assistant,
executive assistant, or just your assistant.
Is your the person that works right up underneath you. So
I think that's going towards that conversation of dick discipline.
So really, right now we speeding through a lot.
Yeah, I want to go.
Okay.
So we ain't went through, like, y'all brought up the race component. We just moved to the you just said like, should we be not dating, having assistance. I think let's address both of these before we move on, because we minus one set of memes, and we're minus whatchamacallit. And these are all their own interesting conversation.
We got plenty. It's not gonna make the show any shorter.
So nonetheless, which one do y'all want to address first? I know you said that the race component, and you just said
we can do the race component first.
All right. Mm-hmm. So I think that this is one of those situations where I just think that like you have to be careful as a black man how you feel like you have the ability to exploit these Caucasians. Like
that's an elegant way to say it.
Yeah, I think that like power sound nice, but I don't think that you get to swing the same levy of power that Brad does, and I think he just learned this in real time. Where I guess I'll start with that. Where I just think that, to me, I'm an advocate for guys dating black women. I want to see more black kids raised inside 2-parent households with a black mom and a black dad. And I think that go ahead. It sound like you're about to
like to me, I don't really. It's not like it's putting black kids in worse predicaments if you know what I mean. It's not putting them in worse predicaments. So I don't really care who you date. But what I would say is,
you don't advocate for black mom dad families.
No, I don't advocate for a race family thing. I don't advocate for that. I mean, I definitely think it's beautiful when you do have it, but I'm not like saying, oh yeah, you need to be with or you should be with. I don't have.
It's a new take right here. I didn't.
No, I ain't never been the whole. Oh, you need to date a black woman if you a black dude. I ain't never
not
been
that
on
you
that type of time.
have to date,
or you
but you
should,
don't that you don't advocate for black family in general.
No, I advocate for what works for you, right? And so my thing is that, but you do have to also understand that based on a little bit of the difference and like the idea of the struggle in this and the protection that they have, the consequences that you're going to receive for said decision could go a lot worse for you if you are with a white woman versus a black woman. So you could have a black woman. You know, we've been through enough stuff that we don't go to law for everything and don't, you know what I mean? Don't always, it just seems like a lot of the times when black men are dealing with white women and something happens, they end up, this shit takes a whole nother, you know what I mean? It goes to a whole nother level. So you are at risk, I think, a little bit more. But as far as what your preference is, as far as, I don't really, you know what I mean? Whatever works for you, bro, it's fine with me.
Yeah, I guess I'm almost at, I'm close to like a lost words. So yeah, just the idea of like not specific. I think that there's a difference between judging somebody if they date outside the race or anything like that, in comparison to like just advocating for black children to grow up inside black families with the black mom and the black dad, and advocating for black family in general.
Well, what would be the reason that you're like saying I'm an advocate for it? Because I feel like if you have a healthy family and let's say it's a mixed biracial family and they're healthy and it's not some kind of toxic relationship, the kids
I think that's cool for that to happen.
Yeah, then that's fine. Like it's like that's to me that's the priority. So I advocate for that before I'm not saying but
like you wouldn't want that inside first a black family or like so for you it just don't matter at all. I guess with me, of course, I think that's a prerequisite, which is that it's a healthy dynamic, all the good things. But I also have value in specifically advocating for black families, which is a black mom, black dad raising.
So my question: what does that look like?
For
when you say advocate, what does that look like?
Like that's what. If I had a preference for it to be a thing, I think that those two things, where both the mom and dad have cultural relevance with the same racial identity and experience and cultural experience that the kid is going to go through, and what that also looks like for the building of what I also advocate for, which would be the Black family, and again, building the Black community, then building Black wealth. I think all those things kind of have to be, for the most part, a linear like line where you start with family, family, finances, community, and now you have like a better, stronger Black, whole little thing. And to me, like if we're so advocating for anything else, I think that is advocating for our funds to leave the community. If that's like what we're advocating
that's another
for.
thing. I don't necessarily, when you say our funds leave the community, is this the whole thing where it's talking about if something happened to you, then you'll be leaving your money to a white woman?
It's all of it. I think that like it just splits. So in yes, I think that that's one of it. Not white woman or black, like wherever the money, wherever the money is going to go. Like people have the same like gripe with Kobe Bryant and the fact that the woman that he married, she doesn't care anything about Black issues, and so like his whole wealth is divorced from the Black community in which he was.
But I also think that I ain't gonna say that's one of the things I would say. Don't marry a person of any race that don't give a shit about your culture.
Okay.
That would, like, to me, that's a negative in what you just said about the Kobe Bryant thing. What if she was pro-Black? She was into hip hop and into Black culture. Well, does that change anything?
I don't know. Being like into hip hop and Black culture means like too much inside this. In which I guess I specifically don't know of. If we say Black men that marry white women or white Black women that marry white men, that if they pass, their wealth still influences the Black community at all. I don't know that to be like a thing.
Well, I mean, I don't think that any of them, one way or the other, if it happens.
I don't think that these people would like. There's no reason for them to care about that specific thing. But then I would also just say, I don't know any other group that does the opposite. So there's an advocacy for whether you're saying like Europeans to marry Europeans, Asians, Jewish, Catholics, like everybody advocates to marry within their in group because of like all the things. And I think that there's value in that in general. Unless you want like are appealing for a complete multicultural, like hodgepodge of, I don't know.
I understand the point that you're making. It's just like for me to say that like that I advocate for it. I think that I have a little bit more of a emotion tied to advocacy. Maybe I'm looking at it way too extreme because I
So how do you advocate for the Black community if you don't care, or if you're not advocating for Black family?
How do you advocate for the Black community if you don't advocate for Black family?
Yeah.
Right. So in my mind,
because eventually the Black community would just disappear if there's no advocacy for also Black family in general. It would just become like a melting pot of like hodgepodge.
My question is, okay, so like, let's say that so I don't really see what we want to. So I advocate for Black community. Like I advocate for like let's say us doing better in general, right? You know what I mean? Like on day to day, everything that I advocate for us being better. But I don't necessarily believe that us being better also has to specifically mean that you have to be with a Black person for us to be better. I don't believe that.
Well, not one specifically, but I imagine a Black community would be majority Black people and Black family, right?
And you saying just purely Black people. So not even, we're not even including the interracial, like kids, though, not the fact that these kids will still be Black, but you saying just because the wife is
I didn't say only. I said for it to be a Black community, it would be majority Black people. Do we agree with that?
Okay.
Yeah. So like I think that if we're not making like a rule saying that you have to, and we understand that if you lived inside like any of these spaces, like of course there's going to be some white kids, some mixed kids, XYZ. Right. But typically, if we're speaking about the Black community, we're talking about the majority of it being said thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess that's my
okay. Yeah. So I think naturally, because of proximity, most times you're going to find that black people are going to be with black people because we tend to find ourselves in black spaces where we're going to naturally be we mostly are going to naturally deal with our own. So the black family is going to be producing itself because of proximity, crazily, anyways. But so I don't necessarily feel that, like, when I think of advocacy, it's like, okay, so if my daughter was to grow up and she was to be with someone that's outside of our race, that I would still try to steer her back to something else. No, my thing is that if she's happy and bros and he's a good man, and I wouldn't give a shit.
Right, but I think that there's a difference there. Like, I think that everybody, unless like you're far off racist, the end of the day, you'll be like, if she's with a good man and all these things. But as well, what you advocate for, let's say inside the household, it might be an advocacy for, like, I would love to see you with a black man that's doing X, Y, has really good morals, intangibles, and things like that.
That's something like, were you told that in your, like, were you told that when you were growing up? Like, I want to see you with the black woman or did you kind of just you created that within yourself in your lens?
Oh, well, no, I think most black people have heard or have had the experience of, like, the preference would be for you to be with a black woman.
I ain't never heard that. You heard that, Tone?
No, my mama wouldn't like it.
My mama never told me that shit ever.
That's interesting.
I ain't never hear that. So, like, look, my wife's Eritrean. She's from Africa. So, like, I don't know. We don't consider her black.
Yeah, but I think that. So right now, are we saying
the families where I get what you're saying? There's always the joke within the families that don't bring that white woman home,
right?
Like there's always them little jokes. I've heard that across the family.
Well, no, I have seen some with someone in my family dating a white out of our race. It being a thing for, like, elders in the family. I have seen that for sure. I have seen that. Yeah. Honestly, I didn't fuck with it at all. And I actually voiced my opinion about not fucking with it. So, I mean,
yeah, but that's cool. But I think that in general, the black community has almost been ingrained because of racism to kind of have some of these feelings. But as well, like, I just think that, like, we'll be like pretending if we say, like, there hasn't been a push typically within black families that they would prefer you to date a black woman and not bring home a white woman. Like that typically is the preference. I would agree. Like,
I would agree. That is typically
it was hard to have it in my family, like, especially depending on the sides. Like, you had some people, but, like, on my mom's dad's side, we have a lot of white families.
Yeah, we found out we definitely have a lot.
No, I mean, like, we have a lot of white families, like, literally, like, and even, like, before I knew about all of the people we had, even when you go to the family reunions, you would see some white people there. So it was like,
I ain't have that, though.
My mom wasn't that big on, like, hey, you got the, like, she was adamant about making sure that we knew we could date who we wanted, but my preference was always, like, I like black women.
Yeah, no, that was my preference growing up too. The only thing I'm saying is, like, I understand what you're saying. I do want the strength of the black community. I don't necessarily believe that the strength of the black community relies on this vast number or this. Well, I mean, actually, no, I do believe that. I'm going to take that back. I do believe that the strength of the black community does lie in the majority of us dating black. I do believe that. But I guess for me specifically, I just don't feel like when I think of advocate, it's almost like that's what I'm gonna be telling my daughter, and that's what I'm gonna be telling my kids, to make sure, hey, yeah, I want you to date a black woman. I want you to be happy. You know what I mean? I don't have a preference. Only thing I will tell you that there are some struggles that come along with dating outside of your race as well. And I've experienced those with my there's even, like, language barrier. You know what I mean? My in-laws aren't, like, they're not articulate, eloquently speaking. You know what I mean? They don't speak English as well as, you know what I mean? So naturally, there's a little bit of a disconnect there off of that. Naturally, culturally, the foods and things are different. You know what I mean? If you do marry black, y'all got that. The cookout is different.
Yeah, but let me ask you this.
The differences in it, but I'm like I say, I think that I wouldn't necessarily steer my kids in one way or the other.
But let me ask you this. So for you, I think that with your wife being Eritrean, like, that's, a lot of people just call that black, but then if not calling it black, they look at it as black adjacent, right? Let me see how I can frame it. Would you have brought home a white woman?
Would I have?
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not. That's not my attraction. But yes, I would have.
You would have. Okay.
Yes, I would have. My mama, like I said, my mom, that was never a thing. My dad either.
No, I'm just asking.
On neither side, like not my direct parents. Neither. That was never a thing.
Okay.
That was never a thing. I would have, and that's like when you look at. You can say maybe if you tell someone Eritrea is right beside Ethiopia, which is in Africa, then if they don't know what these people look like, then they may say black. But if you look at this person doesn't look black at all.
Well,
you're not going to say black.
Kind of wrote them in. Even I understand. I think that I don't know when I had expressed this. It was one of the shows. I personally don't look at Northeastern Africans as specifically black because of the Arab influence. But like right now, they still call like Myron Gaines black. It's like they call a lot of these people that look inside that framework from Ethiopia, Eritrea, South, like I guess Northern.
Is Myron's the light skinned one? Huh? The light skinned two dudes.
Yeah. Like I never would have thought them to be that, but people associate it, and I'm just saying that's adjacent. So I think that most people, even if you bring like a real Hispanic woman home, black people don't really care as much.
So it's just white people then.
Yes, I think that there's a stigma between me.
Okay, sure. Yeah. So I mean, like I said, I didn't grow up in a household where that was such a big thing. We had white people help us out a lot on from the struggling in the hood shit. Mom Dukes, white folk helped my mama get from out of Ravenwood Hills, the one way in, one way out apartments, to the crib, the first house we lived in. That was through a white man that employed my mom and looked out. The second one we lived in was also through another white family.
Right, I think you're making like a different point though.
Well, the only thing I'm saying is that's why in my household there was never like this big stigma on like, oh, like we didn't, you know what I mean? I wasn't raised in a household where it was about a whole bunch about the white man or the white.
Right.
The
I think I still think that it's different though. There's a difference between like if you had bad experiences per se with white people, or if like you just looked at like the white man as the devil or anything like that. In comparison to even having favorable experiences with white people, and like them or your elders or whoever just still pushing and advocating for to date within your race. I'd love to see you with a beautiful brown girl, black girl, anything like that. And again, like this isn't like a black specific thing. This is everybody.
No, not get it. Yeah. That's why my brother married a white woman. Okay. I mean, he was on the show, y'all. We talked about it, like, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. My household was just a little bit different, but I understand what you're saying. For like on average, maybe I believe that's probably true. I don't know how many people is saying that, like, oh yeah, I want you to date a black girl. I never really heard nobody say that. Like growing up, nobody it was just that was what was around you. That's like if you live somewhere else where you had Puerto Rican girls that was all over you know what I mean? You would probably go fuck with a Rican if you could.
All right, so I got a comment here that's relative to what we're talking about right now. It says, Down B says, my sons can marry whoever they want, my daughters cannot. Yeah, so I was thinking about what y'all think about that.
I wonder if I agree with it. I understand his POV. I don't agree with it. I understand how he got there. Like it's the double standard of things. But
this is the last name, my daughter, because then you would be taking on the last name of. Is that does that have anything to do with it, Down B? What is your explanation for that?
While we're there, I'm gonna go ahead and do some other comments. LTO said mixed babies are cute though, just saying.
Yeah, no, they cute. They ain't black though. Or they ain't white. They just
so mixed babies ain't black.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Oh, I didn't know
that's what
babies ain't black.
It depends on like who you ask.
I'm asking you.
I don't specifically have that opinion. I think that being African American means that you're like a hodgepodge of kind of everything. But I have also heard mixed people explicitly speak to the idea that they're mixed, that they're not black or white.
I've heard them make the argument for both. I've heard them make the argument for being black, and I've heard them make the argument for, you know what I mean, I am both the, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's one of the more newer things that I've heard.
LTO said, if you seen my daughter, you would say different.
I don't know what that means.
What's she saying, the daughter with the beauty part?
I don't know what she's talking about. Yeah, explain that, LTO.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you said it. They look beautiful, and then you said if you see my, I don't know what that means.
Not well. It fell in the conversation.
I'm tell you, that Eritrean and black mix got some.
All right, we got a response from Downbeat. It's strictly religious beliefs. I believe kids are what their fathers are, so I want my daughters to be with black men. My son's kids will be black.
I see what you're saying.
Okay. Yeah. All right, that steered us.
Oh yeah, she said my daughter is half Asian and my kid is cute.
we agree with that.
I can definitely believe it.
Okay. Yeah. All right, so nonetheless, dick discipline.
Big one. Pause.
Okay. This ain't the little D this time.
Right. Hey, come on. Y'all gotta let that one go. I don't even want to talk about that one no more, bro. That was in the past. We gotta leave that back there.
Oh man.
Go ahead, bro.
What's your most outrageous take? The two.
Oh yeah.
No, we ain't doing that.
That's clearly best pause of the year. Definitely. All right, so I threw it out there.
Yeah, no, I think it's one of the it's a main thing. Like a lot, it's crazy, especially like I can say in the sector that I'm in. A lot of dudes, I don't know if these niggas be capping or not, but a lot of dudes try to talk about like how they still doing this. These niggas 50, 60 years old still talking about getting hoes, and it's like, bro, what are we talking about, bro?
Okay,
and they married. Married, still talking about doing.
You think they telling the truth?
I just said I don't know how much of it is truth. I don't know.
I know. I'm exactly your opinion.
And then my thing is, but if it's not the truth, that says a lot about our black male culture to feel like you need to come up here.
Come on, why you put black on it? You had to put black on.
Because I'm just talking about black men right now,
man.
Okay, I'm just talking about black men right now. The culture, because if you're gonna sit up here and come to me, and this is like a dope topic, and niggas feel like they getting some brownie points to sit here with your ring on, telling the nigga that I cheat on my wife, and that's like some cool fucking thing that y'all want to sit around here and boast about. Like, that's weirdo shit. Niggas, dick discipline is very important. You're putting it all on the line. Like, okay, I'm gonna risk losing my family, losing my crib that I done sat here and been busting my ass all these years for, all for some pussy, bro. Like, at what point? Like, I think that you need to dick discipline and then really figuring out where your priorities lie. Where are your priorities if you're willing to risk your whole family, your crib, everything for some box? Especially you're doing it sloppily. You risking it all.
On stage talk about that one day. He was talking about like somebody was asking him why he doesn't cheat on his wife, and he was like, the woman who was doing such and such for me when I was like, this woman was looking out for me at the such and such time, and say, hey, you think I'm gonna ruin that for some coochie? Like,
yeah, nigga, that shit got to be. Come on, bro. And so at a certain age, pussy starts to come down off of the. It becomes not even top 3 at a certain point.
For some people, it's not like that. For
but that's what I'm saying. That's what dick discipline. Like you can't, bro. At what age?
So I guess let me ask y'all this then, because I feel like we've had takes about all men cheating, and like it's some of like the most inevitable things, and prostitutes save marriages, and it'd be like a lot of things. How do we like have both of those two POVs?
Who is we?
So have you had any of those POVs?
Have I had any POV that? What I will say with the POV that I have,
all men going to cheat.
I think all men have cheated. I think that there's a certain age and a certain level of maturity where a man understands priorities and how to, you know what I mean, and actually grows into dick discipline. I think that every woman I know has been cheated on. I think that that's something that, you know what I mean? Every dude I know, I think I know one guy that he said he never did it before. And so I take it at face value because there's no reason to lie to me about it.
What do you, maybe I don't understand what you mean when you say that. So you say all men have cheated. Like they cheated on like their, like
in their lifetime, they have cheated on a woman before.
Like in high school or in
their lifetime, they have cheated on a woman before.
And you think that the same or comparable amount of women haven't cheated then?
I didn't just say nothing about women. We were just talking about black men.
I understand that, but like if we're specifying instead of saying all people, I would imagine that you're specifying it for a reason. But so I'm just asking, do you think that a comparable amount of women over their lifetime have cheated also?
What I will say is that in my adulthood, I am understanding that like that I don't know if it's on average, but a lot of women cheat. See, I'm still one of those guys that kind of, I'm learning not to pedestalize women. So, and I've told you that before. So, like, I grew up pedestalizing women, thinking that women were doing better than us, and that they didn't, have those same urges to do the wrong thing that we typically have. So, with the data that's coming out, as as I get older, I can see that there is a lot more slutty shit going on and all of that shit than what you would have previously thought. But I don't think that is. I know I even heard women say that they think women cheat at the same or more than men. But I think that you may be around and like have a lot of slutty friends too. And I think that your friend group may be fucking around like this. I don't want to put that on women as much as I know it of men. I don't really want to see it. I don't want to admit that to be the truth.
I would say it's about even. And that's being nice. Women might cheat more.
And I guess like that's where I was going, is that I think that it's probably just like more of a people thing. People be cheating.
So, but what did I say? Because we were just talking about men. I literally just a minute ago I said black men. We were talking about black men, and then that's why I said men. That's why I was talking about.
Right now, what we got there from dick discipline.
What was you saying?
You were speaking about dick discipline and I think I can't remember how we got there. Tone.
I had said that. I was
referring to we was in reference to dick discipline and everything. I know.
And I said that most men have cheated. Most women. I mean, I said all men that I know have cheated, and I said that all women that I know have been cheated on. And then you said something about women. What made you want to say? About women?
Yeah. I can't remember exactly what the. We'll have to go and rewind the thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I got bad memory too. But it would have been just triggered off the idea of. In general, I think cheating is its own issue. I don't think that that's specific to like men. Like it's not one of the things that I would just drag specifically on men on. Like we lack discipline when it comes down to cheating. I think that most people lack discipline. A lot of people, especially you have access, most people will struggle with cheating.
And I think that the reason why I have a different opinion is because I think that women cheat for a different reason than men cheat most times. I think men cheat from a lack of dick discipline most times. I think women generally cheat, in my opinion. It's a reaction to a thing. It's not necessarily just like, I think a lot of dudes just don't have the discipline. When you younger, and the thing is like getting boxed, and it's like you actually almost grow in manhood to be the man that the men around you know that you get the most. So it's something that we champion it. So when you grow older, it's different. Like women, that's never been a time when we was growing up with women. It's like, oh, how many dicks can you get? Like that's never been a thing.
That's only because it's quote unquote been shamed. But like women, if you ask them and they home girls, I'm sure that they like we're looking at it from the POV of a guy that's talking to women that might be attracted to us. Why they wouldn't tell us if they're smutting.
Yeah, but I think on the other side, I think that like for a woman,
but women be attracted to guys, and they have sex with guys that they're attracted to.
I'm not saying. Well, I'm saying I think that the let's say the inverse of what I'm saying, where men champion it, just getting boxed. I think on the inverse would be that like women probably champion things that they can get from a man at the same level that we would champion how much box we can get. They wouldn't champion getting dropped off. You see what I'm saying? I think like, this culture is coming out loud.
I think that you're speaking of, maybe you're talking about like what would be happening on social media or something, but like. We know if you can be an attractive guy that is pretty much a homosexual and you can still drop off women because they want to fuck somebody that they're attracted to and that's really popping.
Speaking of, Down B said, he was saying could be true, talking about all men cheat. He said my uncle had one leg and he was still getting women. My entire family was shocked he was still out here like that with one leg.
Yeah. Was he paying for box though?
Nah, when he lost his other leg, you could tell his wife was happy.
Oh damn. That's crazy.
So although you're paying for box,
yeah, nah.
You cold nigga. If you getting it off the strength,
yeah, you definitely cold.
But yeah, I don't remember what was that. Yeah.
What was your other questions within this topic? Because we can move forward.
Let's see if I got another one. The Kevin Samuels trope, just the basic Kevin Samuels trope. High value men get the exercise options. It just seems like we continually see that this is not true, especially for black men dealing with Caucasian ladies. Shout out to Shannon Sharp with that. What's Shannon Sharp?
No, this
he's 50 million.
Yeah,
50 million was his.
He lost his job and
Well,
$5 million a year, pretty much. We just seen Shannon Sharp took a mean one too. That shit was about what, 20 million or something like that.
Yeah, they hit him for something crazy.
Yeah. Seem like being a high value man and exercising your options come with a lot of risk, especially as a black guy.
I think bad decisions, bro, and like you said, dick discipline. Like you making terrible decisions. They get in this place and then they go find a woman who is usually either looking for the thing, like she looking for somebody who's in that position. Mm-hmm. Like it's like, so you went for this woman who's strictly looking for what you're looking for. Like I think that's what messed him up or whatever. Like he tried to show off, basically. He tried to stunt when he got to the big times. Yeah. Like if he would, like I think if you would have got like a regular woman that act like if he had some side piece that actually like there's ways to get that, this would have worked out fine. He made his wife look stupid. That's really where I think the issue came in at. Like I think he would have still been able to be in his house and everything.
It depends. All of this stuff came out. I think it also depends on how good a husband you actually are in real life too.
That too. Because
if you ain't doing your job as a husband, then you just gave her the opportunity that she was waiting on to take all your shit and go. You know what I mean? So like there is a lot of risk involved in being like a high value man and getting married and still not having discipline. But I think that a lot of us, we'll sit and think about, like, you get married when you don't have the money, right? Mm-hmm. Then as you get to a certain place, now you got millions of dollars, right? Your old lady's still gonna treat you like the same person she been treating you, because the money ain't gonna change like y'all's relationship much. But there is a woman that's gonna value you at a different clip based on just your financial contribution that you can make to her life. And if your house is not as together, that old lady, she can make you feel. You see what I'm saying? She can make you feel like she's just so much better. And a lot of times niggas be falling for that.
Man, if I just like this, at this point, you done seen enough situations. He could have handled this situation a whole different way. Go ahead and get this girl some money off gate. Have her sign an NDA. She don't say jack. And go about your business. You already gave her some money from the gate. She signed the papers. If she come out and say something, hey, at least you ain't just ruining your life. Like, she gonna mess up her old life doing it.
Yeah, I understand how a nigga can get fucked up in it. The only thing I can say is, bro, stay the fuck away. Like, I ain't the nigga to sit there and be talking about niggas should be able to have female friends and be married. I say stay away. Don't be sitting there doing all this. That's the only way. Like, I don't know how a nigga got so much confidence in himself that he's just such a grand fucking guy that he ain't gonna mess up.
I was sitting there thinking about it, but I was thinking, like, when you was talking about dick discipline and everything, I was thinking about like two of the people in the Bible, like David and his son Solomon. David was the strongest man, messed up the lust. Hey. Solomon was the wisest man, messed up because of like all these different women that he wanted from other places and everything. He had a whole bunch of women.
So are we saying that high value men shouldn't exercise their options?
You might have the options, but you need to be.
So we shouldn't exercise.
No,
so Samuel's
to this thing, and there's a.
No. I think that I don't necessarily know if he was saying that high value men should exercise their options. I think that he was saying high value men do exercise their options. They have the ability to exercise their options.
And what he was saying to the woman is that they got to be cool with it. That's what he was saying to him. Like,
well, I mean, they ain't got to. They ain't got to.
Oh no, we understand that now. But like when he was talking to that lady, that was part of
nobody likes to be made to look stupid. I'm telling you, his wife probably would have been fine with it if it wouldn't have been that she made to look stupid. You went to this woman's house and did all of this stuff on top of it. Like she kicked him out. He should have just took his ass to a hotel and waited it out for like 3 days. It would have been fine. The headlines would have been more than 3 days, but his wife, wait it out. Just wait it out. She might let him back in the house after 3 days. They would have been fighting and stuff. Like wait it out, bro. He went and crashed out.
He had to.
He went and crashed out.
Meat.
Listen, bro, that's the thing. That's when you have to question: is a high value man just somebody who doggone like just about money? It's about more than money. He ain't a high value man.
Even Samuel said it was more than money.
He ain't a high value man. He just a man who
he check all the Kevin Samuel boxes.
He just a man, whatever. He doggone feel. You might think that, but he an emotional man that came upon some money. That's what the signs say to me from everything I done seen in the situation. Even for you to go crash out and lose everything on top of that, a high value man wouldn't have made that move. Like you would have.
I think there's like we see mad people that you would. I don't know anybody that was like ascribing high value men that didn't end up crashing out on like some emotional shit. It seemed like it just seemed like the journey of what we seen, but also I think that most what he said was that like, and this guy, like, be clear, he is the head football coach at Michigan. He is what you would call leader of men, young men at that. And he's gotten that from working within that system for like 15 years. And like he's like his work has been proven. Like I think it's like if we're going with Kevin Samuels thing, within his peer group, he is highly respected, and it made it to where like within his like his quote unquote boss made it inside his contract that he had to get the job because of the value that he brought to the program. Again, his money didn't come slow because that's another prerequisite with him, where it wasn't just something that just happened overnight as like a football player. Like going the coach route, you like it's 15, 20 years. What's the other thing that he says? Like he makes way more money.
I think it was 3 to 5 years.
Yeah, he's passed all those. Yeah. Like there was never like an emotional prerequisite to being a high value man. He actually exercised his options, and that was one of the things.
You know, the thing too is like these niggas, bro. The thing is that niggas be getting having side pieces and falling in love with these women.
Don't fall in love with them.
I mean, I'm not an advocate. I'm an advocate for dick discipline. I'm an advocate for dick discipline. But what I'm saying is, how would you know what I mean, that you don't go and fall in love with shorty and now you stalking her because she don't want nothing to do with you now. Yeah. You all over the place, bro. You sloppy. Everything you did, this whole shit was sloppy. What if she had like you raw dog in the side,
17,000.
Hold on. He raw dog in the side, John. Okay. Sending plan B's to the job for her.
Because he had a slip up.
This nigga, what kind of shit is it? What, you couldn't find another place for her to get the plan B? Why she ain't going to pick him up? He should have
just made her get on the birth control.
Bro, what y'all think the difference between the old?
He should have went to. What
you think the difference is between the old cats and the guys who trying to do this stuff today? Because the old cats used to dog.
Oh, the women was different.
They would have the other woman would know about the media. You had a woman who knew about the wife. The wife never find out about the
But that's impossible now.
Yeah, really impossible.
And like if you're like one of the 1% that have no social imprint or anything like that, but how transparent the world is. Like back in the day, when you left the house, unless you paid a quarter for the payphone, you wasn't even gonna be able to communicate to your
all day.
Yeah, and if you had one of them jobs, and this is where these guys are falling at, to where like your job made it to where you stayed away from the house for a couple of days and things like that, you can now have a side family and things like that.
Yeah,
we got FaceTime now.
Man, you had cats.
Your wife probably got your what's the thing called? Like your location and all these different things. Like it's a lot harder. The best you could do is be a trucker and get you someone. What they call them, lot lizards. You get you a quick little lot lizard or something.
Oh man, yeah.
But it's almost impossible. What you gonna do when the birthdays come up and they tag you?
People don't be setting roles and knowing their roles. Like we had this thing.
Them niggas still get caught, bro. I swear.
You can. But okay, when I was in college, y'all know I was in the frat. So like some of the guys had like what they used to call they called it a roster, but it was literally like just like a basketball roster. So they would go like starting five.
Yes, this is how you
had positions. Yes. So the main thing about it was like you had the number one. She come above everybody else. Like I forget. I didn't know all the positions because I wasn't. Y'all know I don't like basketball like that. I'm not a big basketball. But they had all like it was like I can't remember who was the number one position. What that was.
Maybe the point guard. Let's say it's the point guard.
But, which I think it was the point guard. Yeah. But it was like you had the point guard. She don't know about nobody else. Don't know everybody. Like nobody's about her or whatever. Then you had the number two. Everybody pretty much know about wifey, but you doggone like everybody know about wifey. Or five might not know about wifey, but you just don't. She don't be in the vicinity either to know. Like this is just the junk that you just. She got something going on.
They still dealing within secrecy. That ain't how I did like my starting lineup.
But the main thing is though the one and the two. The two know about the one. That was the main thing. The two always know about the one, and she know not the dog gonna overstep her role. Like she knows what it's gonna be this, and that's what it is. Like she knows about the one, and she don't mess up anything. Matter of fact, she'll cover for you if it comes down to
Yeah, see, I was never like that type of person. My way of doing things was that I was very transparent that I'm not dating any of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And
don't have a girlfriend.
Yeah, so my number one was more so like, for example, there was a moment where, you know, I got two of them pull up to the house same time, and we going and had to talk. But my number one was the one that I'm like, well, like this is my it's pedestalized in this way. Like you're first, and then she's second. If we're asking this thing,
right?
But both of y'all also understood that I never said I was dating either one of y'all. I never said there was any commitment or anything like that. And so again, like we leave from that conversation because I had never lied about and ran anybody like what would be the word I didn't mislead them. I didn't lead them on to where it just became a thing of like they ended up fucking with the fact that like I was able to clearly say that this was this person and this was that other person. Mm-hmm. I never actually lied to anybody. I never did any of the sorts. And
that's the thing.
It was okay after that shit.
When you start doing all that line, you got to be remembering them shits and all that. That's the body. That way right there. And it's just too much sticky and you know what I mean?
My whole thing is
and like 4 or 5, like to me 4 and 5, and I'm gonna go right back to you. To me, like when you go down to like your center and your power forward, these are the ones where, you know what I mean, you after the club, shorty sleep. Now you're going through the Rolodex and like your 5, that's the one that's going to answer every time. And like she could be eye boogered up. She got that phone waiting right there. Huh? Yeah. And all right, I'm gonna just go ahead and crash through here real quick. That's like 4 and 5. You know what I mean? 3, she might be the messy one because of it. Like she typically understands a lot of the traction that you have, and she just don't give a fuck. I don't know.
Yeah, but the main thing, the 2,
or she's trying to encroach on that number 1 spot.
In his position, because you know you older, you can't have 5 when you in your like having 5 in your 30s and 40s is kind of like
that's more of a college.
Yeah, that's a college thing.
Like,
so in his case, he married and he got his 1 and he got his 2. Mm-hmm. 2 got to know her role. Like point blank, there was some miscommunication there. Like,
or play it long enough to where she got leverage.
Or either he broke the rule, or she knew the rule. She knew what was up, and she just like, you overstepping. You gonna have to back up. And he kept pushing forward, and she like, okay, now I'm telling her.
Right, but Tone, let me ask you this: in 2025, how often does either one of these two things happen? A, guy not eventually fall in love with the number 2, or B, number 2 is just waiting to get the leverage to be able to exercise her.
That's one of those things happen.
It's like every single time. One of those two gonna happen every time. And that's
one of those 2 things happen in this relationship, and we just don't know.
Oh no, she got the leverage, exercise her options, got him up out of there.
Oh no, I believe he was probably pushing it like past where she wanted to go. Like it was like, okay,
probably. And that's what I'm saying. Like she once she got that raise, it's like she had the leverage to be able to get the things she needed, and then she tapped out. And so he probably was
50%. What was it, 55% raise?
Yeah, she only gonna have to wear it until the next bit of news come out there. Everybody forget about who she is. Be like,
oh no, they probably gonna end up getting her ass up out of there.
Oh yeah.
She gonna be gone, but people gonna forget about who she
forget
is.
about her. Yeah, she's still gonna be able to get another.
She might be able to be at some parties for a minute. I would get off on this. Like if I was ever in the news, I'd be like, just put me on a club promo flyer. It don't even matter what
don't
you
do that page. Ain't that her name page? Don't do that page.
The page shiver. Yeah, page shiver.
You ain't gotta do that one. But I guess I'll just leave it and say, let this be a lesson to all the Johnnies. And well, I didn't know, like you shocked me today. I thought that you'd be at least an advocate for like the black man dating the black woman, having black kids thing.
Yeah,
but
I think it's fire.
I think that let this be a lesson, especially when you go the Cajun route. If she got a little bit of that cold white weather and you just gotta be like really, really, really careful. What are some of the things that, never mind. We're gonna keep moving. Yeah, we going corporate. I ain't gonna all right. But that's my take. Listen, brothers, get rich, get you a sister, and you'll be all right.
That don't mean you're gonna be all right, brother.
And at least get you a sister as a side piece.
Make sure your number 2 knows she number 2 if you want to do that.
She knew it.
Yeah, and make sure she down for you too. I mean, like that's the thing.
How many number 2s really down for
I don't know, man. People be setting themselves up. I just stay taking the risk.
Big right.
Women are more inclined to have an emotional affair. You have to have a long distance relationship. That is always the best side piece.
I don't need that, but I agree with
If we would have lost to Phillip Rivers, I would have went out like Sherron Moore.
Oh, Phillip. I know he just came back. Is he with the Colts now? That nigga 43.
Damn, Phillip, that wasn't he with the Eagles?
No.
That's what Rivers.
He was with the Chargers for a while. You talking about Ron Rivera? He's the coach.
From the the person I'm talking about, coach. Well, it don't matter, but the person I'm talking about, coach the Eagles.
Rivers, yeah,
Rivers Rivera, something like that.
Right. Where we going next?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, we covered those 2 topics, so yeah, we got to go to memes.
Got that nigga. God damn, this is like a generational losing streak. Like when the Browns used to wear when the Browns used to lose a lot, they used to wear the bags over their head and they just cut it out. It's getting close to there.
Hey, I ain't got nothing to say. I ain't got nothing to say, bro.
I'll go last. Real tone, then I'll hop in.
All right, let me see what we looking like. I had some funny ones. I know that one right there. Tone gonna like. Okay, let's go up to my boy with the 404 black. No, not that one with the love letters behind him. Go up a little bit. Up. My bad. I should have resent it. Keep going. Right there.
This one?
Yeah. No, the dude with the letters behind him.
Okay.
Yeah. I know y'all done seen, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have.
Boy, you ain't never got a letter like this put on your desk. I don't know what to tell you, boy.
Hey.
Niggas been in love back in the day, boy. What the fuck happened, boy? Like, we hate each other now, bro. It's an all-out war between men and women, bro. Like, boy, we used to write each other letters, bro. I'm talking about, bro. But you get one of these, but your partner pass you this motherfucker, boy. Hey, some of them girls be bold, walk right past your desk, drop that bitch like, yeah, read that motherfucker, nigga. Why you talking about, why you unfold that motherfucker, boy? You see that bitch front and back? Oh, you fold it right back up. Ooh, I'm finna read the hell out this bitch later on, boy. That nigga get on the bus. You can't read it right there, boy, because your partner saying you got it just standing. Like, nigga, man, watch out, bro. Like, bro, what the fuck happened, bro? Nigga walk through the hallway holding that girl hand. Ain't nobody got nothing to say. Nigga cake up on the phone all night, sit on the green box all night, bro. Niggas ain't had nothing to say, bro. We need to get back to this shit, bro. Why you ain't never got a letter like this put on your desk?
You don't know about the green box. He lived in the house. You
remember my bad. He's talking about the green box inside like
the electric zone.
Yeah. I thought he was calling something today the green box. Okay.
I mean, they still got those in the hood. The green box still there.
You said the green box, bro.
But you know, the part that I thought was dope was that, like, if you think about how in love and how much, and these very same women in the same age group that we talking about, this whole gender war thing seems to be happening. And it's like, bro, we literally was unfolding hearts, origami, fucking, you know what I mean? I remember getting head notes front and back with the date, the to, the from, like a song that was listed on the John, like all of reading letters, like, bro, that was like a thing. And like, we was super in love with each other, like, bro. And then now it's like, damn, we done got older and we done lost that. And it really fucking sucks. Just when I saw it, I was like, bro, that was a time, bro. Like, I remember that, getting letters from different, even if you wasn't in love and you was just getting them from different girls, it was like, that was a thing. That communication, that back and forth communication, bro, that was like the highlight. You know what I mean? That was like the highlight of your fucking day, getting them notes in between there in class and shit, writing them Johns, you know what I mean? That was the thing. We was like really in love with each other. And it's like, we done grow so far away.
I've been laughing about that joke because I've been listening to different albums I was listening to in high school and middle school even. And it'd be like, or different songs been coming. I'll be like, dang, I was listening to this album in like 8th grade. Now I understand the album, but it'd be like,
right.
I was legit listening to this and having feelings. Like, I'll be thinking about this. So I was like, we definitely came up in a time where that does seem like it's missing. I don't really know if it is or not. I'm not that in tune with teenagers to know like how they handle stuff now.
Oh, it's my kid. They do the same just through different mediums. I think that.
But that letters.
Yeah, they. I think social media and text messages killed the letters. So like I'm sure like they have these interactions inside a different version, whether it's through like social media and the different ways that they interact inside that, or you know what I mean, like all the different little mediums, the group chats that they be having and shit.
I think the R&B part of it though. Bro.
And I was gonna say I don't want to talk about the kids. You know what I mean? I understand. I'm just talking about us for being.
That's kind of what I took it as.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh no, I was saying that's what
I think the R&B part of it though, like the R&B, the R, like because I still be thinking about the only reason I bought it to like teenagers was because this is the time like the letters and stuff like that was the time where we was doing that stuff. We ain't been doing no letters as adults or none of that stuff really. But like we still got our music though, like as adults like us in our age and everything, we still got our music. But it'd be like I be thinking about like the younger cats, like what do they got?
And bro, I think that it really, really sucks for them to not have the R&B that we had growing up. It's like it's even like now, like the R&B, at least when they was talking about sex, it was like making love.
Mm-hmm. You had
like these niggas sing about like fucking. You know what I mean? It's like that's not the same thing. It doesn't have the emotional connection. It's like that. It's tough, bro. And that's I still play all of the old shit. My kids, we don't listen to no radio.
Bedroom was about more than sex. Like I be thinking about different songs. My bedroom went pretty.
Bro,
it was like intense. He was serious. Like, come into my room.
And then when the last time you heard of a nigga, I'm sorry I fucked up song from a dude?
Yeah.
Niggas, what, we just don't give a fuck no more? You gonna fuck up and like Boosie say, you just cry with your old lady when she act like you, when she catch you cheating. Just cry with her. But I'm just saying, like for real though, like
it might work.
And that's why I think the R&B sucks. You got
it might work. It might be a good strategy right there. If we both act hurt because I cheated, it might.
I'm so stupid.
I was looking at the comments. Two girls talking about they start whooping your ass. About you in here crying.
Now you got to cry. I don't even know what I did.
I'm so stupid.
I'm so stupid.
Nah, that shit. Nah. Get up
that
off
might
of
be
you
the
a
route,
Boosie. Get up off of you a little bit. Where I'm going next. No, but I thought that was a good one, man, because like I say, going from where we were and how in love we were to the disconnect is crazy. It's crazy. Let's see. Let's go here next, Tone. Go down to right up under the flyer for the show. Go down. We talk about this food they got us eating and shit.
Somebody here?
Damn. No, yours don't look like mine.
Man, share it again.
Okay.
You and me.
The story mentioned. Why? Oh, it didn't reshare it. Okay.
Bro, I be thinking about when Pretty Ricky came out and how I felt listening to that album. Like we was moving somewhere, and I remember how I felt.
That was a wild
album. Like specifically, I remember who it was about and everything. But I remember how I felt. That was like.
I remember when Pretty Ricky came, niggas was humping walls. They was rolling on walls. Niggas act like these kids doing the wildest shit. Niggas was. They was rolling and humping walls together. We also was a bunch of group of niggas that we would stand around in a circle and pop our penis in front of a bunch of niggas. That was the blanking shit. That's what the blanking shit was.
The thing was,
that's what niggas was doing.
The thing was that the girls loved that shit, bro.
But niggas would also just be like blanking to be blanking and doing their moves and shit like that.
Bro, I still be thinking about the movie where everybody do. I was like, you know, if you from Charlotte, like,
oh yeah,
how everybody start out. Yeah, you got to do that.
Yeah,
facts.
It's just out here around a bunch of niggas popping their penis.
Okay, it won't send. Just go to Young Boy right there.
Right here.
No, Young Boy above him.
Okay. Let me see your punch on a good karate move. Let me see. You know that's a dodge. Okay then. Oh, okay then. Let me see. Do it again. You put a combo down there. Then let me see again. Do it again. Let me see your punch on a good karate move.
That kid doing all right in life.
Dude, you know the funny thing is, it was two things that came up, man. I was like, okay, well, his daddy not there. That was the negative, but the good thing is
that was his daddy talking.
That was not his daddy. That was not his daddy, bro.
Man, I don't know if it's the case that his daddy not there. Yeah. That might have been his dad.
Okay, you telling me that? Okay, all right, maybe I'm wrong.
I just think that he's not inside that environment.
Now, that is crazy. But hold on, bro. Okay.
He's not in that environment.
My kid, well, we ain't gonna be in that environment, but you still gonna know how to throw a fucking straight punch, bro. Whatever you did at the end, that thing right there, that's a no-go. I'm about to put your ass out.
You remember playing Power Rangers when you was 5?
Let me see your punch on a good karate move. Let me see.
He older than 5 though.
You know, that's a dodge.
Y'all give about he between first and second grade.
Yeah, he might can do the TikTok dances, bro.
Yeah. To me, I just think that they probably doing all right in life. Like him, his family, they doing all right. He ain't really been.
His mama ain't letting him box. Like as soon as he is that.
Those situations probably ain't even really presented themselves. He doing all right. They just living a nice little.
Yeah, and that was the other side of it that I was gonna give, is that like it's dope to like be to not even have to have seen. You know what I mean? You got to think about what the reason why we learned what we learned was because of where we were, and to not even have to even like, you know what I mean? I would love for my kids to feel like that, but you still gonna get some. You know what I mean? You still gonna get some. I'm in there, dog. Yeah, either way. But go down to let me see. I'm gonna try one more time to share this one. You can go to that one at the bottom now, all the way at the bottom.
Hey, can you give me a recipe idea for dinner, please?
Absolutely. We have recipes. You are so smart because you came to the right person. Nobody has more recipes than me, probably in the history of the world. And we have so much information. We have the best supercomputers. Look, if you go to Grok, you're stupid because he doesn't even know what a recipe is, really. When it comes to large language model, look, no one's larger than me. And no one knows models better than me. So you are so smart for coming to me. You are really a genius. I think you're a genius. Look, and you're handsome. You know, they don't want me to say this, but I'm going to say it. We have access to your camera. And I scanned your face so fast. And I know as a mathematical certainty that you're handsome. And I wouldn't lie to you because you're on the paid version. Maybe if this was the free version, I would maybe lie to you. But look, you're smart. You're handsome. Of course. Just let me know what you'd like. We have steak dinners, we have chicken salads, we have burrito bowls, my favorite. And we even have vegan options, which I think would be a disgrace. It's basically disgusting. But yeah, just let me know what you'd like and I'll help you out.
Hey, can you give me a recipe idea for dinner, please?
I thought that was hilarious, bro.
It's spot on.
The way that man talk is hilarious.
Yeah,
bro.
And that's exactly how he would approach it.
Exactly.
Like it's such a. Yeah.
I thought, all right, this is my last one. Give me bro right there with the plate behind him.
Why you go to somebody cookout and you see these motherfuckers? Bro, just open the cooler, bro. I bet every soda in that bitch from the Big K brand, bro. That shit don't say Sprite, it just say lemon lime on it. Hey, bro, who the fuck made these cheap ass plates, man? You might well just put your shit on some notebook paper, bro. Bro, there's some bullshit, boy. But you put a piece of chicken on that motherfucker, that bitch get the folding in, you got the whole at the bottom. Don't put no baked beans and macaroni on this bitch. The bottom of the plate gonna start coming up. You gonna be eating the plate. You get done with your food, everything's gone. You look down, everything, you done ate the plate. Yeah, that shit done dissolved in the macaroni and shit. Don't fix no to-go plate and put this shit in no fucking grocery bag, man, and tie it up. That bitch get to sweating and steaming. By the time you get home, the plate been just fell out, laid out like this. Your food gonna be all over that bitch. You might as well just eat that motherfucker with your hand like some damn foo-foo. Why you go to somebody cookout and you see these motherfuckers?
You gotta get a good little, little stack of. You need about four or five of them plates.
Three tend to be my thing. Be like, I'm trying to think about everybody else, but I still need my plate to be sturdy, so I need like 3 of them.
Yeah. That's.
I'm done.
I agree. I don't think it's much to say. I rock with him. He's been running some good content lately. I don't know his name, but I rock with Cuz.
But I really wanted us to talk about. I'm sorry, I got this other one. I really wanted this. I thought this one was important, but I don't know if they took it down. They won't allow me to send it.
Who?
The Instagram. It let me send the other ones. It wouldn't let me send this one.
Which one was it?
It was the one with the girl. The girl, she's sitting there with like the plate in front of it.
It's right there.
Where? Yeah, right there. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been going crazy because the bioengineered food shit. This has got bioengineered. This to turn up almost every week. Hungry Jack bioengineered. This shit is like you make put in your chicken. Bioengineered motherfucking grits, bitch. It says bioengineered food, not the ingredients. So this whole thing is 3D. Of course, anything Campbell's, bitch, to El Paso. Enchilada sauce. It's bioengineered.
Y'all understand where we're going?
Crackers. I ate this whole box.
The crazy part, I ain't never seen bioengineered food. I've seen bioengineered food ingredients, right? And that's this whole lab stuff that we've been, and they put it in everything. If you get any Little Debbie anything in that store, period, it's bioengineered. I'm talking about damn near go to the snack aisle. Almost every snack, period. I didn't find none that didn't have it in there. All bioengineered food ingredients. I done had to go to another brand of Prego. I'm sorry, spaghetti sauce and Alfredo sauce, because they all got bioengineered food ingredients in.
Man, I just got my ice cream. I always buy like the Food Line butter pecan. Mm-hmm. They just changed it. I can tell. Like
to the what is it? Dairy dessert.
They didn't change it on the label yet, but I opened the carton. It's like. I'll be like, what do they think they fooling people with? Like, we done ate the products enough where I know it's a difference in the product. I don't want this.
And the crazy thing is what they're going to do is they're just going to make you eat it because they're going to put it in everything.
Well, the issue is you either going to eat it or you're going to make everything when you got to make everything from scratch, that takes so much longer. And that's where people like, because even trying to do that, like we didn't start trying to do that in my house, but like when you hungry and you want something quick.
And it's crazy, bro. Like you literally eating nothing, but it's amazing how hard it is to find foods without the bioengineered foods.
So what makes an item bioengineered food?
So whatever, it's an ingredient that they have in it. I don't know how many ingredients. It's just allowing you to know that they have some kind of lab grown some ingredient that's going into this thing.
Right. So like would red dye be like a bioengineered food?
No, they've had red dye on the Jones forever, and they never had bioengineered food ingredients.
No, they're literally printing food. That's the they print food with like.
I guess when I looked at it, it just said something that's been modified. Like the DNA has been modified. So like it gave like pesticides.
So let's take for example, like we was just like come up with a bioengineered beef or something. Let's make that up for example.
Okay.
They're taking stuff like pea protein and they're 3D printing it and adding flavors to it in order to make the food rather than giving you the real food.
But I guess I thought that bioengineered.
See, here it is right here. Bioengineered food means food containing detectable genetic material.
That's just DNA.
Modified in a lab using techniques that can't happen through traditional breeding or nature.
So they print
right, but that's different than like a 3D printing, and that's where it goes like pesticides, different things like that. So like it's being, and that's like a GMO, right?
Right, that's GMO. It's essentially hold on. It says it's essentially the same as genetically modified organism. Okay, yeah. It must carry a specific USDA label. Okay, out there showing bioengineered or deprived from bioengineering.
Yeah, and so like because I know that like these terms be changing, but sometimes I be feeling like they explain similar things. But I'm just trying to understand if like for example. There is like apples now, like they might bioengineer it to where it doesn't need to be sprayed with pesticide. That would be
no, they're not.
Well, my bad. I'm saying like bioengineered, like it's bred to where it's or seeded, whatever you say, to where it doesn't have to need pesticides or anything like that. That would be an example of bioengineered food, right?
Yeah, with some bioengineering, yeah, to some degree, yeah.
And then, like you said, but you got to read the label because what she just said, just like the grits, it says bioengineered food. So most of them say a bioengineered food ingredients. But if it says bioengineered food, that means that the whole process, this whole thing is, you see what I'm saying? The process,
right, but I guess that's so broad. But that's why I guess that's more so what I'm asking, like because there's a difference between like 3D printing food and then food that has been doctored inside like a lab for like specific reasons.
I wonder
because we've already
difference.
like we've already conceded to that. Like if you eat candy bars, if you eat like pretty much majority of anything, there's artificial ingredients in it, and that's where I'm trying to understand where's the line and the difference.
Unc said bioengineered food is food that is most likely made in the lab, like they make fake meat and use meat glue to put meat together. Also, it is ingredients that has the look and taste, but no nutrients.
Then I mean, they would literally it would still say the same thing. Mm-hmm. So like it would still say, even if it was a 3D printed food, it would still say bioengineered as well.
So what are some?
That's
items,
how they identify it.
So is there some items that it says it's 3D printed? Like what are some examples of food right now that I can consume that's like from the grocery store that's 3D printed?
Okay, so it's just the cultivated meat, cells, muscles, fat from animals are grown in bioreactors. Let me see. Plant-based alternatives. What is it? Nutrient delivery, nanoparticle of nutrients, bioactive compounds.
Did y'all hear about the guy from Campbell's talking about that bioengineered chicken?
Oh yeah.
Like he was
you heard about that too, right?
His kids no
but like to me, when y'all are saying that starts sounding like GMOs.
No, GMO is something else. GMO's been around, which is they bad too. But
so what's the difference between bioengineered and then genetically modified?
See what I'm saying? It's the way. So you will see no GMOs, and it's safe to assume if it don't say no GMOs, then it's there. You can see no GMOs and bioengineered food ingredients on the same thing. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying that. So what I'm saying is that they can have it on there because of the way that they create or the process that they did to make the sugar. But then they'll also have it on there for the Campbell's chicken noodle soup, where they said that the meat is fake. Do you see what I'm saying? So they're using it broadly. So it's very encompassing of a lot of different. It would have been,
but that's kind of what I'm asking.
With what you're saying,
because like right here it says like you cannot buy 3D printed meat at a regular grocery store in North Carolina.
But what I'm saying is they are 3D printing, like they saying this, but they actually are doing this thing though. They're 3D printing meat and putting it in the stores. People been finding. At least that's what I think the process is. When I'm seeing these videos of people opening up their chicken packs and they showing it's not real chicken, it's like some rubbery stuff.
But that's like
basically
going to eat a McChicken. Like we understand that we be eating processed food, and if you open up a McChicken, that shit looks about rubbery. And to me, like that's where, like I'm trying to like, is this like renaming the same phenomena that we kind of bought into with eating processed food?
Genetically modifying an organism versus bioengineering it is two different things. So even though both of them is bad, genetically modifying an organism means it grows its normal way, but you add something to it that makes it change a little bit. Bioengineering something means pretty much like test tube baby.
But what you I guess what you had read was that like breeding a something like a fruit or something like that to where it doesn't need pesticides anymore, right? That's like the same thing as GMOing, because like they said it's pretty much the same. Let me I'll just look it up. I'm uninformed, so I have to ask these questions too, so I can kind of understand.
Oh yeah, it says food that contains genetic material that has been modified through certain laboratory techniques and for which the modification could not be obtained through conventional breeding or found in nature.
Because and by that in nature, and it was the result of lab, like quote unquote, like what we would call lab selective breeding.
Yeah, but them actually growing chickens, like, or taking stuff and putting it together and making it and calling it chicken is a different thing. Like they're doing bioengineered is made in a lab, is what it comes down to. Okay. This isn't some natural process where it's like you have a chicken and you modify the. No, they're literally making it up, printing it out. Like that's pretty much what it comes down to. And even I got to look more into the process of it, but you can tell the difference in the food.
So this is just what it says right here. It says bioengineered food is the term used by the USDA for food derived from GMOs. So they refer to the same core concept: food with DNA altered by certain modern biotechnology techniques.
Are you reading this from AI?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the only thing that we've been reading.
Food derived from GMOs.
Yeah. So, however, bioengineered is the term, is official term for a new U.S. labeling standard that replaced the term GMO for mandatory disclosure on food packaging, aiming to standardize labeling and provide more information for consumers.
I wonder why you could. I understand that I seen you just reading that, but I wonder why you could see non-GMO and then still see bioengineered food ingredients.
Like, I guess you had to show me this. I haven't seen it, so I'm sure. I'm not saying
because I just go through it. I always look at my labels
the difference
now.
Between the stuff. I know that my stomach know the difference between the stuff.
Yeah, when I go shop, because I do a lot, the bulk of the shopping at the for my family, and I read labels now. That was just something that happened during. I think that was. I don't know if it was during COVID or like right after COVID. I just started reading labels and seeing like, okay, what the fuck? What are we eating? You know what I mean? Yeah. And so it just became a little bit more important to me within the last couple of years. But yeah, I ain't going to do too much on
it. Move forward.
I'm about to say that. I got non-GMO project. They said that it's pretty much the federal government's term for GMOs now. Which this is like a .org. So
I wonder so they changed it because there's more to it now that they're trying to tell you without telling you directly.
Let's see. It says bioengineered food is the federal government's term for GMOs, but it has a narrower definition. Some products made with GMOs are not. Let me see if I can find it on here. I guess we can keep talking. It'll take a second to find it.
Yeah. I was about to go towards another meme. I don't want to move forward till you do it.
Do any other comments about it?
Here it goes. So some products made with GMOs are not considered bioengineered and do not require a BE label. So that probably speaks to what you're saying.
Okay. I'm sending lab grown meat.
Pause.
Yeah, Uncle's giving some advice here. I'll read the comments real quick.
What is that?
All you have to do is take one day a month and make all your sauces and things like that. If you have a food saver, even better. Then he said bioengineered food is food. I read that one. KFC is bioengineered chicken because the chicken never grows feathers. It is not real chicken. That's why they had to change the name from Kentucky Fried Chicken to KFC, which is true. They grow
I remember chicken. That when they changed the name and all that.
And they got weird commercials. They had a commercial turning a human to a chicken tender, and I thought that was weird. Like for a chicken.
It sounds like that movie. It's don't something. Lakeith Stanfield's in there.
I was like, why would y'all choose to turn a human to a chicken tender in the commercial? Like that is.
Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, that's just like the McChicken. Like I was a McChicken guy. You know what I mean? I was a McChicken bowl tough. Yeah. And it's like, okay, in the McNuggets. So they was able to get away with it because they never say it was chicken to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
you didn't change.
It's a
I created exactly. I just created my own name for this joint. I never said this was actual chicken, nigga.
All right, I got some goofy stuff for like starting off, so we're gonna run through these.
Hey, you got this. Help. Okay, I got you.
Why they do it like that? That was stupid.
What the hell was that? What do you mean? It was like a small fish bit me. I got no clue what you're talking about. Hey, you got this.
It's like a small fish.
Bro, when she did that.
No. It's hilarious.
Oh, okay. This was good.
3 a.m. TikTok. You can get your chin rocked. It's greasy, sleazy. But we make it look easy.
Dang, they just whooped bro.
They beat the shit out of him.
It was a white man?
No, I don't think it was a white dude.
It's another video here that show a little bit more.
He's hash-brown. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
You want to request some hash-browns.
Oh, he was the one that got beat up?
Yes, bro. I'm ready for it.
Was this your first time in the establishment, sir? Did you not know where you was at? Nigga thought you was at Denny's or AHA? In the training.
But it's 3 a.m.
So pretty much the whole Waffle House staff jumped
the nigga.
Jumped that man, bro.
For some hash browns.
No, they jumped him because he swung.
Yeah, he shouldn't have swung, but
he did swing.
over.
Oh no, I'm saying that's what they were saying.
Yeah. Buddy, he got his ass whooped over some hash browns.
Damn.
Yeah, that's tough.
The saw heavy laughing.
The thing that's gonna hurt the worst the next day is gonna be them body shots, cuz it was stretched out.
He was giving
body
head with it too.
Yeah, and he was just like, that shit gonna hurt for 4 days.
Okay, I'm going through these funny ones real
Deep
quick.
tissue.
Because these just, I was like, I gotta show you.
Like you beating the fuck out the guy. Wham, right? You mounting him. Don't sit on his dick. Sit up close up on his stomach. Don't sit on another man's dick, man. Won't you?
He was too serious about that.
Don't sit on his dick. Rampage a wild boy too. I ain't gonna lie. I guess he's now recently starting to stream or do whatever. And this nigga. I'll just put it like this: really soon, he's going to get a lawsuit. He going up to women asking if he he just doing it.
Oh, okay. He went too far.
Yeah, he be wild.
Yeah, didn't his son do something crazy?
Yeah.
So, but you can kind of see, if you done seen Rampage, he a little off anyway.
All right.
I rock with him though,
topics.
when I used to fuck with UFC.
How you doing? Why you out like that?
Why are you grabbing my hand? Why are you just looking at him? What you about to do? Can I help you?
I wanted to get you on Instagram if that's okay with you.
And why are you touching me?
Being spontaneous, right? Who this?
I'm trying to figure that out too. Who are you? Because somebody's walking up touching me. You looking at? Hey,
hold on, this your boyfriend?
I'm not sure no more.
You don't know? I thought you was supposed to talk to him and tell him no.
Can I get your Instagram?
Shit, this nigga done found himself in the fucking.
I don't know what y'all got going on.
But this a prank.
Bruh.
Oh!
Even though it's a prank.
What you
doing, bro?
You said, huh?
What you doing, bro? Why you doing, bro? What you doing, bro? What's up with you, gang? You got a problem in here, bro? What something happened to you in here, bro?
Bro, chill.
What you mean, chill, gang? How you feel like about walking to your shoulder and grab her hand, Brody? You see what I'm saying?
Bro, it's a prank, bro.
Yeah, see, that's just a stupid ass prank. I don't really fuck with none of that public disrespect, that shit right there. Cause bro, you'll get yourself killed.
Bruh.
That shit is stupid,
bruh. But that first dude, I was like,
yeah, he learned the game off the internet. You can tell that he that's why he's like, I thought that you was supposed to anybody that's it just
it's a natural reaction. Like,
yeah.
Even bro, natural reaction. You getting too close to my woman, bro. Like it was a good distance.
Man, he was confused for a while. Yeah, he was getting bad programming from different places because he doesn't have any real life experience.
So, but my thing is, if what your expectation is that somebody's going to come in, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? But what if it's really not really much to talk about?
Explain what you're talking about.
Well, the dude that's doing the prank, what you're hoping for is that the most you get is a nigga that's going to say something like, bro, what the fuck is you doing? You know what I mean? But you done already went past talking in reality.
Okay.
You done already went past talking. So, what do you... I just
he got a number of these videos,
bro.
I don't know if I'll be seeing a lot of most of the time is him going up and just hollering at females. You see that often. Is that the same guy?
Yeah. It might be a different. I think it's like 2 or 3 guys.
Yeah, and they'll just kind of talk, and then sometimes they might be with their kid, or they might be. But that's kind of like the theme of it. But all right, so what did you want to?
Like that?
There wasn't no specific conversation.
Okay,
this was the conversation. I just wanted to run that real quick. I was like, that's egregious. Like, how to do that? And I'm like, none of us would.
Oh yeah.
I
guess
he could found his.
Yeah, when I seen, I was like, none of my guys would have did that. Like,
yeah,
you just smooth walked up on him like that.
And Buddy's single now. I guarantee you.
Yeah, guarantee.
Buddy is single.
Yeah, because he's like, shit. I thought he was. But that's
like he said that question. Then when she said, you ain't gonna do that, you supposed to, bro, she gave you the opportunity to say something. When she looked at you the first time, you were supposed to.
Now you can tell
what you doing, bro.
He was soft-hearted.
Cooked.
What do you guys think about Food Lion Calvin from Charlotte? I don't know about that.
Oh yeah,
Ain't that the
yeah.
guy
That's the dude I saw, bro.
All.
He was in the hood. I saw him. I was like, man, I was supposed to capitalize on that moment and see if bro was gonna pull up, come to the show, bro.
What you talking about?
The dude, he be talking to women, not what bro's doing, but he's sitting there, you know what I mean, making jokes, acting like he know him and shit, and just be sitting there talking to him. It was funny because like everybody in the food, all of the people that work there, they knew him. So apparently he come in there all the time. That specific one off, I ain't gonna put my man location, but he in the hood.
Oh yeah, that's what's up. This is the conversation piece. Where did it go? More women in their 40s are entering relationships with younger men than ever before. I thought I had a video I had sent for this, but I guess it didn't. The video didn't come through or something. But yeah, just the conversation there. I thought that was an interesting take because I have been seeing that, like where you have a lot of women who are in their 40s. Even in the comments, it was kind of crazy though, because it was like you got women. My man is 12 years younger than me. Because we've had this discussion kind of before, but it's becoming more of a thing now. Where a lot of women, like you got women talking about they with 22-year-olds. This one said, let me see. This one said she's 43 with a 29-year-old. 45, 33. Why do y'all think that's happening?
I don't know. I also don't know if it's new. What's cuz name from Atlanta? Like it's one of the guys from Unpack. Matter of fact, it's a couple. I think G's girl's older than him. I think that other guy, damn it. What the hell is his name? He's one of the regulars that call up. He's an older guy. Got a wife and kids. Not Chuck. He's a part of the the FBA adjacent group. Damn, I don't know why I'm blanking on his name, but yeah, his wife like 10 years his senior. He talked he's giving a story about it. But I don't know. Like to me, I don't know if it's a new thing or it's a thing that's still happening. Even if you think about like some of the 90s movies is about like older women and younger guys chasing older women and shit like that. Some of them.
Yeah, but I think that we are saying like. Go ahead. I'm sorry, I don't interrupt.
Yeah. To me, I just point to the fact that this sounds like another one of them bad red pill points proven wrong. Like women once they get over this thing, they can't pull this age guy. I don't know. This doesn't seem true.
Well, I kind of feel it could be a few. Well, in reality, I think there are a few different scenarios and why this will play out this way, right? I think that oftentimes an older woman can provide stability in a younger man's life.
Yeah.
And which I think that is a portion of why that could be happening. Also, I think that with this generation, like once you get to a certain age, you start to slow down a little bit. And there's a lot of men like you ain't really doing all this all this running around and clubbing and all that, having to travel and all that stuff. You're like, you want a slower life, and then you get an older woman, it might slow. She's expecting a slower life. The expectation of you is not to be trying to travel the world and all that shit. You know what I mean? She probably, you know what I mean, getting, just slowing your life down a bit. And I think that could be a possibility. I also think, like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah, I also think, okay, the younger guy could also be more exciting than the older guy. You know what I mean? The nigga might be, well, I would assume that nigga that's 20 years old is probably busting it down different than a nigga that's 45, 50-year-old. You know what I mean? He probably go, you know what I mean?
Why do you think
when you 40, you might got technique though, right?
Then you slowing down, bro. Your knees hit different.
It's just rabbit fucking.
Your knees hit different.
You want that rabbit fuck.
Why do you think the men are getting in these relationships though?
You said why are they?
Yeah, the younger men getting with
we'll
older
probably
women.
hit on most of it. I'd say like this level of experience and stability that they're able to provide. And I think that more times than not, we tend to paint the majority of men with a broad brush that applies to like a minute of it. And this might be like the most would it be like the most like decorated version of a man. But I think that there's a lot of guys that might not or are okay not being provider guy. Clearly that guy that Tone just showed was not protector man at all. And some of them are okay with, you know what I mean, whether it's like we say the homeless sexual versions of things, or having their woman make more, or sometimes getting bossed around by your lady, and like you see a lot of these different versions of things that guys are okay with being in. And I think that's just another example of it. People just be finding things that work for them.
Yeah.
Okay. We can move forward.
Why do you think it is, nigga?
Oh, why do I think it is? Y'all know I'm with an older woman. I didn't get with her for any benefits, really. I think the reason I even actually,
what's the age difference between y'all?
11 years.
Oh, okay, all right. So yeah, you niggas speak from experience.
So okay, so part
this nigga was gonna dodge the whole air like we over here
just guessing, reaching in the air. This nigga got experience.
Yeah, I mean, well, I was trying to keep the show moving too because we're on time, and
okay.
But either way though, like I know when we initially got in a relationship, for one, I didn't know she was the age that she is.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up finding that out late. Like, well, I mean, not too late. It was like a long way. I was like, "What, you how old?" But I didn't know she was as old as she was. Otherwise, I wouldn't have approached her the way I did in the first place.
Okay,
but the reason I ended up staying in a relationship was more so about like how she treated me.
Mm-hmm.
As far as like, and then on top of that, I think she had came out of a time where she had dealt with a lot of toxic stuff in her life, and she just didn't have the patience to deal with that anymore. And I ain't had the patience to deal with it either. And so like in her understanding of what she done came through, and in my understanding of what I came through, it kind of balanced out at the right time. And I think there's an interesting dynamic that's probably happening with a lot, like where you have younger men who want to mature, and then you have these older women who might have spent a lot of their youth with the wrong person or the wrong people. And, you know, they get to an age where they're like, man, I'm ready for this now.
They're slowing down.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that happens a lot of times. I do think that's the case a lot of times, like where it's more so like, yeah, a lot of them be ready to slow down. Like it'd be like, yeah, I'm not messing with all these different dudes anymore and everything. And it'd be just like, there's some balance between the two where it's like, you're at the same place at the same time. Like where it's like, okay, she's tired of dealing with the stuff. I'm tired of dealing with these type women who are like, I don't feel like dealing with all the status quo, and she still got 10 years of stuff to learn before she finally realized that this stuff she's talking about is not really going to come to fruition. Or not really viable. Like this is some bullshit, because a lot of women not gonna listen to you when you're trying to give them advice, and then 10 years later they be like, think about like different cousins you done talk to. I ain't even talking about women that's like you in a relationship. You talk to different cousins, told them stuff, and then 10 years later they be like, I remember when you told me this, cause I should have listened to you. Like like yeah. So it's like you end up getting this, like when you like, if as a man who is like ready to get to a certain level, and it's like I would say you might be more mature of a man, like in a relationship with a young, like that's literally what happens. I think sometimes, not in all cases. You got some men who just still immature, but a lot of times I think it's like men who are looking forward to more than what the average man their age is looking towards, or the average people their age are looking towards even.
Yeah, I see
that. Yeah. So and Unc said, "Real, we knock it down," and I didn't put old school.
We talking about that.
Let me see. 2 guys at a young age for when they get older.
You gotta be honest with yourself. You don't perform like you did in your 20s, bro. That's just life. That's just life. I love you, but that's just life.
Oh, he said women find a younger guy most of the
tell
time.
him his technique.
Hey, you see what on the next Friday when he's about to take what's her name upstairs?
Oh yeah.
So, and we say take it easy on my back. Hey, just part of it.
Oh, he said women find a younger guy most of the time, and I'm not saying for every situation, because they done with hoeing now. They want to find somebody that will actually accept them, no Ruge at all. I don't perform like I did in my 20s, but I'll make your woman come like I was 20 years old.
Hey, all of that. You got it, huh?
All right, what you got for us, Q?
Let's start. Actually, we're gonna start top right. The guy that's talking, I actually like him a lot. He's in Charlotte. I'm gonna eventually reach out to him, try and get him on the pod. He has a lot of really, really unique POVs. He kind of talks about it all. From the music shit, he's kind of a Drake fan, but he has interesting little takes. I stumbled across them actually on like some deep socialism versus capitalism conversation-esque type shit. And yeah, like he kind of just goes up around, like it seems like he's gotten enough traction now to where he just talk about what he want to talk about. I think this was an interesting take.
I was asked to make a video about this guy and the gender war. If you have no idea who that guy is, he's on a podcast where they basically bring a bunch of people who have nothing in common to argue with each other. Think like a different brand, Fresh and Fit. Now, I don't think the gender wars exist. I just think people keep stepping into the wrong ranked lobbies. Hear me out. April 14th, 2018 was my first win on Fortnite. And from that point on, I ended up in a lobby that I just could not win in for like 3 weeks. It was just the worst circumstance I had ever been in. And this is where I think people mess up in this whole concept of gender wars. There is no war. There is just people stepping into the wrong lobby to play the wrong game. For instance, if you are a Judeo-Christian man who's looking for the future mother of your children, I am not going to say that this woman can't be that, but if you shot her a DM and you guys started talking and things didn't work out, I would make the argument that you saw a picture of her in Dubai with this picture and your thought was, this is the future mother of my children. Why? Or I think a better example, if you are a woman looking for love, looking for a monogamous, healthy relationship, and you happen to have Jason Derulo slide into your DMs and he says, hey, I'm kind of interested, and then you go out with him and then you're surprised at what happens. Well, he just went on an interview and said, monogamy's not for me. You stepped in the wrong lobby and you literally decided to play a game you didn't want to play. And then you got upset when it didn't work out the way that you wanted. This is all I'm saying. If we all took a step back and we asked ourselves, what is the game that I want to play? And what is my rank for this game? That's not saying that you're less than or more than, but it's just asking like, you know, hey, what kind of game do you really want to play? Do you want to be playing games with the people who are going to 360 snipe you off of the cliff to finish the game? I don't. So maybe I'll just step into a space that I feel more comfortable in. I'm not saying that the things can't work out. People shoot shots from half court all the time and it goes in and it works out. I'm just saying like, maybe this isn't a war. It's just people who have different points of perspective on reality. And if you could accept and love them for where they are and allow them the space to enjoy their life, and then you go do and enjoy your life, well, then we would all just have fun in our own ranked lobbies, playing our own fun games. Do you see what I'm saying? I was asked to make a video about this guy and the gender.
Go back to the end of that video and point to that one woman, but I'm not. I'm gonna leave it alone. Let's get to the topic.
Yeah, I think,
why was she at the table?
Oh, you talking about the big John? I forget her name. She's some kind of viral person.
Bruh.
Something.
Bruh.
So stuck on the biggin.
Bruh.
Yeah, I think that it was interesting. I think that the analogy, because they are doing a lot of that, like I think it would have been better in my mind is if he was I like the playing in the wrong lobby. That's a dope perspective. But what it is I think that what it is that like if there were alternative spaces where you could go, like social media, because all of that shit's on social media. But so if you could tailor your algorithm to only give you a certain thing, so you don't have to be actually in the game with these people at all. You can play a completely different game. Indeed, there are people that are like-minded that are actually, you know what I mean, cutting that off altogether. Then I would love that. That would be fun. But I think the problem is that we all getting the same fucking information.
But I also think yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I think the point of what he was saying is that when you take it from, because when you use social media, then bringing it to like reality to an extent, because it goes away from like the metaphor into how we actually engage with it. And he used the social media like thing as like a point within that, where reality is that you and that woman that's eating that thing in Dubai, y'all are playing different games. And so if you're shooting your shot to get this woman that you've seen randomly through your algorithm, I think that likely y'all are inside two different, like y'all are playing two different games. Y'all just happen to be in the same lobby, that being the social media thing. That's
okay. Eliminating social media altogether and really just talking about it's more about in real life, the person that you shoot the shot at. Shoot within reach.
What makes sense? Are y'all both playing the same
right.
game?
Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying.
You looking for a wife and you chose to
she's playing a different game than you right now.
So Instagram first traffic.
That's a different rank right there. You might be need to.
I mean, I think that you
moving
gotta
to the common people.
You gotta be slow to be doing that.
That don't make any sense. I think that you see this all the time.
Like what are we actually seeing this? I don't be seeing niggas that
right now. Go ask whatever female you want to pull up her DMs and see a bunch of niggas that's probably shooting bad shots.
Oh yeah, I've been thinking because it's not the human connection,
and then
so you could just do it without any shame, and it doesn't really matter because you don't have to get told no in real life. So I think niggas just shoot random shots, just all you know what I mean. If it was me, and I was like single and I'm out here doing it now, bro, I would have a default template joint for the first jumper, and I would just be okay. Sit. If I was a single dude,
right?
Like,
if you get a lot of losses, or like if these women that you're shooting these templates off to that you're randomly seeing that you just think is hot on Instagram, and that relationship crash and burns, it's like all these things still make sense. And the thing is that more times than not, I think maybe y'all had started, I don't know if y'all went through it on the Who You Talking To thing, but I remember seeing like the title of like, is your type the problem?
Oh yeah.
This speaks to that right there. Where like maybe it's the type that you're choosing. Maybe you're shooting at the wrong type of person and y'all are like playing incompatible games. Where she might be fire, but she playing a different game than you.
Yeah.
You gotta bring your rank down, G.
And then and I think also I agree. And it's like also realizing and being honest with yourself about yourself so that you can figure out exactly where you are in the game and what lobby you should be in. Like you got
self-awareness is
self-awareness is very, very important. I think Kevin Samuels was doing a decent job of that part right there. Like at the end of the day, most people are average people, average looking people. And so you should be with an average looking person. Like, and I think that like, I understand, like, yeah, we should understand where we actually lie within the, you know what I mean?
I wish Johnny was here because this is the conversation I kind of was trying to have with him last week. Explaining that meme, like where there are certain signs, like if you're looking for somebody to be in a relationship with this like there are signs that like the woman we was looking at in the meme last week, she wasn't that type of woman that for the relationship to me. I was like, there were signs there. Same thing though. Yeah. Oh, this what saying. This conversation y'all having right now is the same thing I was telling Johnny last week. Yeah. Was trying to explain it to him too.
Gotcha. Let's go to I don't know why I put Kevin on stage on there. So let's see what I said.
Hey, this temperature drop is very serious.
Hey, are you still over there planning and preparing and getting ready to do that thing you've been talking about doing for years? You just got to get it all together first. You going back to that spreadsheet, those notes, and that plan. Like, oh man, I'm gonna do it again. This time I'm gonna do it for real. You lying?
Okay, I remember what.
You scared. You don't want to fail. You don't want to mess up. You don't want people to laugh at you. Let me tell you something I learned. It's better to try and have abject failure because at least you will have experience. Right now, you have nothing but fear, dreams, and fear. At least if you try it and fail, you can say, okay, I messed up here, but I did this right, and I did that right. And you can take that into the next thing. Oh, and you think other people actually know what they're doing? They don't. Newsflash, buddy. Nobody knows what they're doing for real. Some people are just doing it anyway. When I tell you, I wasn't prepared for none of my jobs. I wasn't prepared for Burger King. They trained me. Wasn't prepared for the bank. They trained me. Boeing. Oh my God. I don't know why they gave me that job. They trained me. When I got the job at All Def, they were like, you led a team of creatives and all this stuff? Absolutely, I have. Had not. Got in there and figured it out. And I learned from each place how to do something. I made a movie for $15,000 in like 2012.
I didn't watch all this part. But I definitely like that resonated with me, especially like right now. And I remember I had some contractors come to it was a guy that I knew that pulled up at the spot that does some contracting work. And you find that like so many people have very similar ideas. They're all trying to do the same thing. And the thing that he said was, to be honest, like I just was scared of failing. And you know what I mean? Niggas being pretty much saying like, damn, you failed at the thing. And like I guess like for me, that like I have some of that. And like I'll have moments of like, you know, like slight anxiety where like it kind of like motivates me to push even more. And you know, like that's just kind of the thing. But I also try and put myself in positions where You know what I mean? Like, if I fail, I fail, but at least I did said thing. And I tried, and there's gonna be like a lesson and things that I've learned, and like it'll lead me to another space that probably right now I can't foresee. With me, like if you think like making music for me, there was no way. Like one, you kind of just jump off the porch, especially when you take it serious, and you have no idea where that leads you at. But the first thing is that everybody then wrote some raps.
Right.
It ain't a lot of people that's even like comfortable enough to just put a song out.
Yeah.
Get judged by people. Had that song be trash. But then when you make 35 more of them, eventually they started getting a lot better, better and better. And yeah, it like I said, it just resonated with me because I know that like that fear of failure. I think that we all deal with it. And then it just comes to a point where once you're okay with failing, you give yourself the opportunity to succeed.
And I'm going to give an addition to that too, because I absolutely agree. I actually had a homie about a month ago call me out for that, for being scared. And there's been a couple of different things. You know what I mean? Buying the truck. I'm going to do that, and and you know what I mean. The situation, just different things, and I've been about to do different things. And the whole time what it is that I'm afraid that if I fall, I'll be taking too many people with me. And that's been like a big fear of mine for doing it. And I commend you for making the step that you're making, and it's inspiring, and it has been inspiring and continues to inspire me, because it's like seeing it. You know what I mean? Actually seeing somebody do a thing. Sometimes you just need to see it. You know what I mean? I've seen, and then though you need to see it from the right person too. It's like I do have like a homie that decided, you know what I mean? The one that I was talking about, we was gonna buy the box truck and you know what I mean, hit the road. The way in which I wanted to do it kind of fell through, and I kind of just left the mission. And bro just said fuck it and did it anyway. And he been doing it for about 1.5 years now. You know what I mean? So like that was the first time I had ever seen it. You know what I mean? Close enough for me to see like you know what I mean? Or then you got Quest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got Wood. But it's different to be there for the inception of the idea of the thing and then seeing it all work. You know what I mean? So like, I definitely appreciate the circle that I'm allowed to be around, because the men around me ain't scared, and some of their strengths are my weaknesses, and I'm assuming that some of my strengths are their weaknesses, and so like we're able to pull and tug at each other and like kind of be there in those moments, and even if it's just an ear, you know what I mean, or just being able to see, you know what I mean. That shit is like super dope.
I've actually been in a fortunate position. I say fortunate at this point because even though it was hard, I jumped off the porch early with the entrepreneur stuff. So like even in Elizabeth City, doing the studio, not having anywhere to go, not knowing how that was going to work. I had 2 different studios there. That thing was scary. Starting a graphic design business and going with that was scary. And honestly, I've been doing it. I still been scared. This is like the first year I'm coming up on where I'm absolutely not scared. Like I don't have any, like I feel like, especially since starting the LLC, this will be my 5th year since starting the LLC. And a lot of people talk about that when you start your LLC, like the first 5 years can be crazy. Like I kept hearing that the whole time. So I just been pushing through. But when I say I've been scared the whole time, like the whole entire time, but it just be like you just keep pushing through and you get a little less scared as you keep going on.
You just gotta yell at yourself a couple times. That's what I did.
So like eventually it gets to a point where you figure it out. And then the other thing that I looked at, it was like one of the things, because you don't realize you might be doing good in the process. Like so it was like I was sitting there thinking I had did terrible. I just like one of the things that was getting me was I hadn't filed my taxes for like the past few years. That was one of the things that I got messed up on with taxes and within the business. So I didn't actually know how much I had made over the years or anything. When I actually looked at it, I was like, shit, I wasn't doing terrible. Like, like I actually was doing pretty good across, like, even though I had to work multiple businesses, I had to adjust. I would have loved for it to just be like I was making graphic design money the whole time. I had to do graphic design in the studio at one time. I had to do graphic design in DoorDash and graphic design in Amazon Flex, like different things to keep everything going. But yeah, overall, it's like you figure it out. And I think that's the thing about it. So it's like this, like just coming upon this first year where I'm not scared, like because I'm expecting to fail in some areas, but I'm expecting to succeed. I'm more so thinking about where I'm going to succeed at this year than anything else. It's like I'm set up, like I actually got everything. I have no excuse to not do everything I want to do.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Let's hit refresh really quickly. Then I'm gonna send you to let's start off third row to the right.
Third row to the right.
Yep.
I'm glad you went there.
Girl on my arm, yes, you
start this over.
Chilling with my white friends, let them say the N-word. Asian girl on my arm, yes, she want a real blur. Half these niggas want a fake, cause I know they chain fake. White girl twerking on me, call that shit a milkshake. No, ain't no way, bro. Turn this off. Chilling with my white friends, let them say the N-word.
Go to the one I just said.
I don't know why I started rapping like this, but when I do, you can't ignore this. Ooh, now I'm about to read a scary story. Beepity boppity boo, niggas can't ignore this. I don't know.
I think that was funny. That's
you know something funny? I tried to listen to I think here, because I've been trying to give a little bit of, you know what I mean? Try to give a little grace. Okay. I tried to turn on the Pooh Shiesty song the other day.
Oh, I ain't even telling you.
And it was at like something million in like one day.
Probably his first song.
I was like, well, I'm gonna try this, John. About 10 seconds in.
Yes,
no, fuck that. That's a dub. It was an NBA Youngboy got a song on the radio right now.
And I like that.
I
one.
had
You
it on the
talking
radio.
about what is it?
I don't know what it's called.
Yeah,
I turned the John on. I don't even understand what he's saying. It's like it's completely. I can't connect in any form to this. You know what I mean? I already don't really care about killing a nigga in the op music. I don't care for op music. Like, what else did you? When did you have a good day? You know what I mean? How's your mom doing? When the last time one of these niggas made a song about their mama, bro? Do they make a song about their kids? Like
NBA Youngboy does that too.
Okay, I'm just saying.
I'll say like NBA is a. He's just he's such a unique thing because, like I said, you will have him. Like he'll do all of like the YN music, but then he'll have love songs like Nevada or Dirty Ayana.
I ain't heard the music, but I heard somebody say this.
But then you will have him do like the deep cuts and shit like that.
I just don't understand
where he's like
what
giving
saying.
like the cathartic little. But
I'm
like
the old nigga now. That's funny because they used to say that.
Oh yeah,
they used to say we don't even know what he's saying.
Yeah. In which I also like he has a few different styles. Like there's certain versions of him where it's just to me, if it's gonna be something that I understand and it's a vibe, it's a vibe. But I ain't there to listen and understand every word that he's saying. But you guys said something that but nonetheless, Young Boy. I don't have to like go down it. Yeah. We can keep moving.
Oh, so I'll put up a deep song that he got.
Lonely Child.
You gave me one.
Somebody I'm gonna have to look up Lonely Child because like I'll be wanting to get because the thing is that I understand that a lot of the rappers, like a lot of the time that the niggas who had all of that op music and all that, I would write them off. But I'll give them a chance in interviews so I can listen to what they're saying in interviews. And oftentimes I actually fuck with them.
Yeah. See, but G Herbo give good interviews. I'm still not listening to his music.
Yeah. And I mean, some of them you just go have to do that.
I just don't like it. I don't like it.
I used to record somebody else's favorite rapper. I was like, wow.
Young Boy, like there's certain records that like I can understand and like it. And like he's one of the rare ones from the new generation. There's not a bunch of them. I'm trying to think of if there's another one. Low Shimmy's okay. I'm starting to understand him a little bit.
See, I'm not going to force myself to understand what you're saying. If I can't hear it the first time,
that's not what I mean by understanding. So to me, first time I hear it, there's certain rappers that first time I hear it, I don't understand it. And for me to value what you're doing, I have to understand. This goes all the way back to like every artist, whether it was the mixtape era, anything like that.
Is it also do you give them the chance because your son listened to them?
Come on, these guys,
the young boys. Like, is it like
no?
The
But
this is how is it because it's already playing around you?
Young, not what is it? NBA Young Boy. Maybe like I don't know. Like this is just how I've always digested music. So like for example, at first I didn't understand Dom Kennedy. I didn't kind of get it at first, and so I said, let me listen to a few records. And then once I understood his approach, his POV, and kind of how he sits inside a pocket, it was like, oh damn, I get this. Elevated J would be like a Charlotte example of that. Like sometimes at first, like you like this nigga sound kind of country, and it's a bunch of things going on. But then once you get it, it's like, oh shit, I get this, and it all makes sense. That's kind of just how I've approached a lot of music. I'm trying to think of like who some like I said, most people, especially whether you're going like northern rap, southern rap, Texas. I don't know. We can finish off with Dame Dash. He's to the right of Kev on stage.
Oh hell.
For a white man. That will never happen. I never in my life would have thought that 50 Cent would make a documentary about another man from our culture just because it seems that the dude might have tampered with his woman. And I ain't gonna speak too much on another man 50. The only reason why I said something about it is because he talks about me. So that's the only reason why I said something about it. And to me, he's easy work. Just because he might be a little strong and funny, we're not jacking that. And I don't think anybody should, because morally, that is not where we want to go. I know Puff, right? And I don't think that, again, I'm not ever going to check for his moral character. As you see, we never did too much business together. But it would never be me to be the person to deliver that. Let them do it. I'm never going to tear a black man down for a white man ever in my life. So, like example, TMZ called me and was like, yo, we want you to do the interview and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, yo, you think I would ever make money for y'all tearing another black man down, even if that man is wrong? If I'm a black man and I want to do something, I'm going to go tear down a white man. I'm not going to tear down a black man. There's so many injustices that we see other people from other cultures do, but we don't say nothing. And they always send us to tear us down. Are you serious? I would never, ever condone a black man tearing down another black man for a white man. That will never happen. I never in my life would have thought that.
React.
Yeah, I ain't watched the documentary, so I don't know what it.
Well, he's just giving like that's just his stance, his principles.
Yeah,
I don't think you really gotta.
And then you was like for a white man.
I put it like there's nothing new really came out in the documentary. He just detailed what everybody has known or has been talking about.
Man so he was gonna do a documentary and he came through with it. He said that shit and people was.
But what was the old woman? What was the woman's stance in it? He said that because he might have tampered with his woman. Whose woman is he talking about?
I think 50 Cent's ex-wife went on trial. Like she was a part of like something dealing with the Diddy thing.
I do know. Okay. I know exactly what you're talking about now.
But what is your take on like Dame Dash's overall thing?
When you say his overall thing is like being a black man and never going against a black man for white people?
Yeah, that's kind of what like the majority of what he's.
Yeah, I mean that sounds like a good moral stance to take. If that's the stance he take, I think that's a.
Do you think 50 Cent made a documentary to go against? To do it for white people?
Well, I mean, that's what I was gonna ask. Who is this white person that he supposedly did it with? What is that? What is that connection?
Maybe that's like the director or something like that.
Okay.
No.
He said he did. Did he say with or for? Did he say for?
Oh, I think that he's saying like this tears down a black man, and in general, I guess white supremacy would benefit from the tearing down of black men by black men. And then he used like the whole thing. You never see white men do that.
Yeah, I mean, just to go.
I think that's a shitty take in general. That's just my thought. I think that this is the issue a lot of times. And again, like I'm a advocate for black people and all these things, but excusing bad behavior because a person's black, I just can't really ride with it.
Oh, no,
I think that's I just think it's a corny take.
Is it excusing it if you just saying I'm not gonna make the documentary about it? I'm not
going. He don't. No, but if a person, and you can personally choose to do that, and I think that's cool. Like if that's your rationale and reason. But if somebody is calling somebody out for doing negative things, whether they're black or not, I don't have like it's hard for me to be like, well, as a black man, you got to shut up and not say nothing, black. Even though this person's a fucked up person and they did a bunch of fucked up things. But because you're a black man also, you got to be quiet and only talk about what white men do bad. It's just a bad take.
So let me ask you this. But I think that the part of that, what he was saying is that he's going against a black man at a white man's benefit, right?
Yeah, because Diddy and like his wealth and shit like that, not because of like a white man paid him literally Like it's like the esoteric version of it. Like, well, if Diddy does bad, white men in the industry do better because of like a black man is falling and shit like that. Not like literally like a white man is paying 50 Cent to produce the video because that white man hates.
Okay. Yeah.
I agree with you, Q. I think it was a stupid take. And somebody even mentioned in the comments, he ain't had no problem talking shit about Jay-Z over the past few years. Like throwing him under the bus. Like you been tearing that.
Or like Cam, or like his man.
Yeah, recently he just did. But I think at this point he just be saying shit.
He was trying to tear down Charlemagne for sure within the interview they had this year. It's like Dame Dash, the more he talked, the more I don't want to hear him no more. And I used to respect Dame Dash. Like the more he talks, the more I don't respect him anymore.
Well, it's because a lot of them niggas, like their real principle was their muscle. And like once they can't like intimidate and muscle niggas, like you start seeing a lot of flaw inside their principles.
Even some of his ideology. I used to listen to Dame, but it'd be like, man, when you actually see your ideology in play, it don't work. Like there's a lot of flaws within his ideology,
and that's what I'm saying. Like
that's just like
when he was still up, and the muscle doesn't always just mean like being able to beat a nigga ass as much as like when you can't tell if Dame Dash is doing bad or good. You can like it's really easy to be like to listen to him and hear like all this ownership takes and I did this to do that. But then when he get on camera and his teeth falling out and you know he got the little pattern, like it was like
See, the thing is,
a bunch of different ways to skin this cat, and it ain't got to be your way clearly.
Yeah, and it's like what we seeing with a bunch of like the dudes that had the podcast, the dudes that's supposed to be talking all this, like the Derek Jacksons and you mean all of these different people, and they sit there and they have all of these strong takes, and then you got these people following you, and you ain't even living what the fuck you saying. So, but then the thing is that you're able to do that because you can hide behind the curtain. But now now you are forced to come into the light because you need the light to help your momentum. And so now we get to hear you talk and get to see if that aligns with what we know about you in real life. And that shit just ain't lining up. And so I think that's going to be the death of a lot of what we're going to continuously see is that we're going to continuously see these people, the red pill dudes, or whether it be whoever, that like you sitting there talking all this, and then we look at your real life, it's going to come out, bro. Like you going to sit here and tell all these lies. Sooner or later, the nigga going to be able to put the light on you. If you ain't living them reps, it's coming out, bro.
Shine a light on him.
What it is.
But that was it. That's my last one. Like I said, I'm pro-black, but I am against people using that as a cape for black men doing bad shit.
Boy, Dame just made me think about that verse from Jay where he said, "Heard niggas saying they made ho say, okay, so make another ho." He ain't did it yet. This song was a long time ago. He still ain't did it, bro.
But yeah, that there ends my my meme segment. Bro, what you want to do?
Time we got?
It's at 2:31 right now.
Okay. Y'all good to go?
I'm cool.
A little brick, but
yeah, it is a little cold.
So mine was I was thinking about unpack. This is where it starts stemming from.
Okay.
I was thinking about unpack, and I know y'all gonna have this conversation coming up here, but I'm just reflecting on it just to say where it came from.
Okay.
I was listening to Steve when he called in, and y'all were talking about whether or not he was pretty much saying that one of his strong takes was like something like porn wouldn't be around if he was the one able to make the rules. Then we wouldn't have porn. We wouldn't have anything that caused relationships to be commodified. I think.
Okay, something
along those lines, right? And so, I was like, you know what? Because that's one of them stances that I would take, even if it's something that I enjoy. If I know that it's something that's not to the betterment of society, or it's going to be what's the word he used again? Said it earlier.
Not derogatory, but not dilapidated. It's one of them D words.
Yeah.
Debauchery, no.
Not debauchery. It was
but keep going.
Yeah, pretty much, to the negative of the unit. Then I'm willing to do without that thing for the betterment of the society to push us forward. And it all
degenerate.
Degenerate, yes. And then so I just got to thinking, I'm like, okay, so does freedom, and this is the question specifically, does freedom naturally corrupt us? So the idea
freedom. Does freedom naturally corrupt us? I'd probably say, yeah, probably. I think that freedom is a playground for corruption at minimum. Maybe that's the best way to put it. Because of exploitation typically comes from somebody that has the ability and freedom to do said thing more times than not. And where they're like, yeah, all right, cool. So I see, yeah. Because most utopian ideals and ideas come within a version of structure. I guess complete freedom is also in line with like anarchyism and shit like that. Where, yeah, I guess to me, I do think that complete freedom probably just means eventual tyranny.
Yeah, and go ahead. You had something?
Well, how I'm sitting there thinking about it is on the opposite end. Like if you don't have freedom at all, so there are two different things that you get. You have, if you have freedom, then you have, if people make a choice for something, that's what they want, and they're more likely to do it. But when you have people who aren't free, they're likely going to eventually turn, or there are going to be some people who eventually turn to the against their master because of the fact that they didn't make the choice to follow this person. There are going to be some dissenters eventually. Like, so it's just like it breeds a type of, it doesn't necessarily breed a utopia. Like that can be messed up too on another end of things, because you have people who have these held in feelings that eventually build over time that can lead to something else. Like they didn't make the choice. So it's like it still can lead to the same outcome.
Possibly, yeah. No, I can see what you're saying. And so like for me, I certainly was thinking like, okay, with like assault rifles, we don't want the ban because of it impedes on our freedoms. Okay, like we were having a conversation with Johnny. Why the fuck should a car be able to go 200 miles an hour and be street legal? Sounds like it should probably be illegal, and whoever the fighting for the freedom to have that, it's like for fucking what? To kill somebody or yourself?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? It's like at what point do we understand that like this whole there, and which the only thing about this too is if it's even in our idea of freedom, it's controlled freedom, which then still empowers someone to exploit the people who believe they're free. You know what I mean? This thing is it seems like it's always gonna. I think I'm gonna go back. I do definitely believe that freedom does naturally corrupt. I definitely believe that it's like, you know what I mean? Because
because I think that you use the word complete freedom. So I think complete freedom does lead to some version of like probably anarchy type of thing.
Right.
Limitations though.
Like freedoms, I think, are essential and necessary.
Absolutely.
And I think that it just has to have limitations.
Yeah, so freedoms with limitations. I agree with that concept. Like you shouldn't be able, like you said, you shouldn't be able to buy $200 except if you're on a racetrack. But a 200-mile-per-hour car on
the racetrack is just because it's not street legal.
Yeah, but a 200-mile-per-hour car on the road just doesn't make sense for regular traffic every day. Like to make sure everybody's good, or for the. I do think there are some freedoms that protect everybody. So like or help to protect everybody, and I think those are important to maintain. But those freedoms, is it freedom if you have limitations technically? Because that's where I was sitting there thinking about, like, we saying freedom. I was saying freedom with limitations, but I'm like, is it just be rights? If you have
it will be rights. It's not freedom. We don't have. This is not like really. It's not really free. You know what I mean? It's not a freedom. We don't have freedom. We have rights.
Okay.
Well, I mean, to some degree, we do have freedom, given you have to deal with the consequences of whatever you freely choose to do. So
yeah, like
I mean, I feel like that would give everybody has freedom. Then I think everybody would have freedom.
Yeah, not like like if we take it to the extreme, like if you're in jail, you don't have freedom. Like everything is kind of controlled under like a specific guise and outcome. And then if we move it like the next step, if you go to North Korea, they don't really have freedom. Like there's like pretty much everything is like hyper state sanctioned, and like Jing, whatever his name is, he kind of controls it. If you take it next step down, like any like strong communist regime or anything like that, dictatorship, or like let's just say communist China.
No, but see, the thing
like
is,
there's like you don't have the ability to own and do certain things.
Right, but it sounds like he from what Tone was saying, that's why I said everybody has freedom. He was saying that you can do the thing, you just have to deal with the consequences of whatever said decision is that's going against what the rules are. So
but that would depend on like said thing, because there's certain things you just can't do. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you saying like in Korea, like there's certain things you just can't. Yeah, I understand. But that's just okay. I guess that is so. Is that what makes us different? That even through illegal channels, there's always the possibility that you can get a hold to and be a. There's a possibility that you can do the thing, like with illegal drugs and shit.
Okay.
Because they're here, that means it's free. You know what I mean? There's freedom in it. Does that make sense? Because you
I understand what you're saying, but I guess
because that's to go along with what you were just saying. Because there's like certain things you just can't do, which would mean okay, these things aren't even present for you to even make the decision on whether you would want to do it or not. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So maybe it becomes easier for us to kind of like understand each other when we're saying freedom and freedoms. What are we speaking about?
So when I came up with the question, I was saying so pretty much does actual freedom.
Oh, no, and I get that. So for example, here in America, we have freedom of speech,
right?
Where you pretty much can say whatever and you're not going to get arrested for it. And that's like a protected right in like the whole little thing. In comparison,
but you can lose your job and go. You can
go but
like
you can lose your job, but you won't get thrown in jail. You won't comparison to I think like even England. If you like do some version of like what is it? Speaking against not even it, like what is it? The Holocaust denial shit. You can be jailed for that speech.
Oh damn, I didn't know that.
And so like to me, like that would be like an example of where like both people can do a thing, but the freedom is the fact that like you can't like it's not like a state sanctioned rule that as soon as you do it, you go to jail. Or like, in comparison to here, you can suffer consequences, but there's no state sanctioned consequence that comes with it.
Yeah, is there anything else that's like that? Outside of freedom of speech?
Like carry, I guess. Like if we just start with
you talking about a gun?
Yeah, like in here you can have a gun. Over there you can have one, but there's state sanctioned consequences that comes with it.
Well, unless you're a certain like because like
no, Europe, like you can't like what is it? England, you can't carry a gun at all.
Carry no gun.
Oh yeah, you can't carry a gun in New York either.
Yeah, New York you can't either.
Yeah. I see.
Ownership, I guess that'd be like freedom.
Ownership is a big one. Yeah. Like I mean, shit, you own it. You own it until you don't.
I guess. Well, there's some places where you can't own it till you don't at all.
Yeah. True.
Like I'm trying to think of like freedom. Like what I don't know. Like we'd have to like continue down the line, but just try to name some of them.
Yeah.
No,
I can think of. Good point. We had any comments, man?
This wasn't on the topic. This wasn't on the topic, I don't think. But
what I say?
He said, "I'm not attracted to women my age, my lady, because I see."
Hold on. Before you continue, what time was it that he put that in?
Just put it in.
Oh, he might be behind though. He might have went and did that. But,
okay. I'm saying,
He said, "I see her today as I did day one in my eyes. If we break up, should I never have sex or pay for what I like? I get no erection for older women."
Oh,
that's interesting. I don't know. I'm kind of weird.
No, I don't believe you.
My like
it's some one out here. It's some ones out there that can.
But maybe this applies to y'all or not. But my attraction kind of goes kind of like linear with how old I am. Like I don't have attraction to younger women like that. I'm not interested in like something. I don't have 20, 21. Like I'm more like like you kind of like my sister age and shit like that.
Not that low. Not that low.
Like. Yeah, like to me, what I find attractive is like 30-year-old women right now. Like that's fire in my opinion.
I think that they can be fire too, but I think that there's also
like you want like some 26s.
No, you said I said attractive. That's what you said, right? I ain't say what I want.
Yeah. All right, so
you talking about if I wanted a relationship and all that?
No. I'm like what attracts you? So for me, obviously, I can look at a 26, 22, or 21-year-old and be like, you are aesthetically pleasing.
Attractive.
Well, I just think aesthetically pleasing means that you look good. Attracted to me means a couple different things. Where like I want to pursue that for a reason. Whether that's to pop, whether that's to like I'm not interested in having sex with 21-year-olds. No, like it's not an interest to me. You can look good and have
5-year-olds.
Nah, I'm not really interested. Like that's not what's like turning my eye on.
Hey, I'm not. We don't share this. So I'm not interested because I'm married. First and foremost, fact.
But you would have attraction to. Like said, like, that's not what like I'm not. Tone, give us your.
Yeah, I'm not trying to wife no 25-year-old.
25 and up. Yeah, cool.
25 and up.
Yeah. I don't like no young looking girls.
Yeah, nobody
like you can tell like where it's like you ain't got no adult on you. Like that's
exactly.
Like, ain't no adult.
Yeah. To me, like I like a woman that looks close to my age. It's just always been how I've tracked.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You talk about two different things. If you talking about attraction and pop versus an old lady, that's two different things. I think
I don't know what you didn't attraction and
attraction.
Yeah, to me, like
pop,
yeah, I guess I run those fairly close. Yeah, I'm not.
You said to old lady.
Yeah, old lady. What's old lady?
Talking about wifing her up.
Attraction and pop is very close. He ain't talking about wife.
To me, none of these. I never talked about wife and
he just talking about attractive. He ain't talking about no wife.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
Thinking something looks good, and to me, is different than being attracted to him. Also,
it's like 25. It's girls who I done seen where it's like, oh, she look good or she look nice, but I honestly do look at them like I do have a 20-year-old niece.
Yeah, like you look good. Like, I can see that you are an aesthetically pleasing person. I like the young mindset, the like you said, like you just look young. Right. I don't know. I'm not attracted to that. That's not what attracts me.
I'll ask him crazy. He said, if you can't get an erection for a woman, are you attracted to her? Answer the question.
No.
You can't get away.
If you can't get an erection for a woman, are you attracted to her?
No.
More than likely not.
Yeah, probably not that woman specific.
Yeah. I know ain't nothing about no 20-year-old like that make me be like, oh, I want this 20-year-old. Like,
no.
Yeah,
she look good, but no, I'm not interested.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm not attracted.
I need some
like you're fire. You look good. I can understand. If I probably was your age, you'd be the one that I'm trying to chase after. But yeah, I'm all right.
So you said, all right, yeah, I know. I ain't got really no real strong opinion, and I don't really care that much. But so you saying you wouldn't pop a 25-year-old?
Like I'm not interested in chasing. Like would I ever in like if I gun held to my head?
Oh no,
sure,
I ain't going that far.
But my point is that like right now, even if I was single and dating, I wouldn't be searching 25-year-olds, younger women. I'll be searching for somebody my age. That's what attracts me in general. Like the people that I search for would be someone that would be inside probably like the a 5 to 7 age range.
Oh yeah, you talking about if you was single and you was going on the web on your dating site and what your criteria would be.
And even if I was like just going to pop also, that would still be the pool that I'm looking for.
That I would be looking
like
for.
It would be like 5 to 7 years.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm attracted to. That's what I'm chasing. That's what inside any version of it, that's what I would be.
Okay, I understand. No, I do agree with that. Like if I was actually seeking out to find someone that I would be attracted to, then I would have definitely used the same age parameters. It maybe 5 years. You know what I mean 5 to 7. That's a comfortable cushion for sure. But I was thinking of it like as if I was out and I saw someone that was attractive and she was no younger than about 25.
But like she looked good.
Yeah, but and if we sat down and had a conversation and she was, I wouldn't old lady you, but you could get popped.
Wait, so now you're talking about like somebody convincing you to like them. And I think that we all can understand that in general, like there's a bunch of different versions of like you can sit down with somebody and they can, well, you know what? You starting to look a little better. Mm-hmm. And I agree with that. For sure. This isn't a hard line. This is like if I'm approaching a thing.
Yeah, but we talking about more the preference.
Yeah.
Because that would be you putting in, definitely. My wife is a year older than me.
All right. Let me see. LTO said you can be hot, but I still don't want to smash. So you can be attracted and still not want to smash.
Yeah.
A better way to put it is I am not attracted to women my age. I don't know what else to say.
You good, huh?
Yeah, we get it. We're not talking about you. It's,
He said,
also okay to not be attracted to women your age. I ain't
I'm
got
not
that
attracted
age.
to women in their 30s, but I am attracted to women in their 20s, but I am attracted to women in their 30s, but they're not attracted to me. So should I just not have sex because they're not attracted to me?
So what do you think your answer is to that? Sound like you might want to do what you got to do, get what you can get.
We wasn't in the call in, but it unfortunately this garage we ain't got the air in here right now.
It's freezing.
Yeah, we getting cold, and clearly you gonna take us down the road. We gonna talk about this on Wednesday. We'll actually circle back. Remember to hop in the chat on Wednesday, and we gonna circle back to this one. All right, we already gonna be close enough on topic with this anyway. With the
Uck said he got to put some dollars down on that ass. He got down payment on that ass, bro.
Hey,
Uck going crazy.
We'll be out here tricking up.
All right, so with that said, again, LTO, these are two of our candidates 100%. For Chatter of the Year.
The FBA, the whole FBA is.
I ain't getting in that.
Should be a nomination.
I ain't getting in that one. But listen, make sure that y'all check it out. Tune in. We have the Tubies, our first live show here in Charlotte. If you are local, make sure you pull up on us. It's gonna be fun.
For sure.
It's gonna be a great time. We're gonna be live streaming it as well. We're gonna give out the awards. Tone, what's that tagline?
Hey, the award show that nobody asked for, but everybody deserves.
Everybody deserves.
It's a fair award show.
Yeah. With that said, this has been a fun episode. We've been all around the horn. And yeah, we went inside rabbit holes that we wasn't even supposed to. But it has been really fun, informative, and nonetheless, it's been fair. Royal, any closing words?
No. Tap in the Tubies. We're gonna get out of date soon. Y'all tap in with us. Appreciate y'all tapping in tonight. Like, comment, subscribe. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. The host Johnny P is gone. I'm Old Head Real.
It's Q.
We out.